Hey everybody, welcome back to Tomb of Annihilation.
I think that's it. I don't know what
And that's
Jacob's
the end of the
doing.
episode. We'll see you guys
Yeah.
next time. No, we're back at it again to play some Dungeons and Dragons and
Ooh
run around
boy.
a jungle, look at some dinosaurs,
Maybe get
perhaps
on the dinosaurs.
participate in dinosaur races. I don't know what's going to happen today. Who knows what kind of strange, wacky, wild adventures we'll have in Chilled. Whoa! Before we get started, nothing. There's nothing before we get started because this is pre-recorded, and that's it. So we're just
Thank
gonna
you,
jump.
Thanks
Thank
to our
you,
patrons.
I
That's
don't.
it.
Thanks to our patrons, whoever you are at the time.
What if when we upload this, all of our patrons decide to leave? They
Then-
all at once go. No.
Thank you to
Thank
the
you, redacted.
yes.
Thanks, redacted. So
Yeah.
we can't get it wrong now.
Yeah. So last we left off, Tyler.
Yes.
What happened last time we left off?
Thank
Me.
God.
Oh, hi.
This is revenge.
Yeah.
That's fine. No, it's totally fine. So, a group of adventurers containing Gina, Ira, and Ari arrived in Port Nanzaru to do a whole bunch of stuff. They were led by their patron, I forget their name, to talk to someone that they knew lived in the area and could be like a guide for them. And we were introduced to Tiff, and we then went and met with one of the merchant princes who worked for the same organization as Ira and Ari. He, in order to get like the information we needed to do some jobs for him. We went and we crossed town to save a guy who was going to be killed because he had outstanding debts to one of the other merchant princes. We fought off a bunch of assassins, brought them to the palace, and then had a run-in with that merchant prince, who then, in order to have us try and save the guy, wanted us to go and kill another guy in a nearby fort. And then we went to the ship to talk about it, and then people are deciding to go to do some dinosaur racing.
Dinosaur races.
Heck yeah.
Also, Jacob normally does this, but we're just a bunch of idiots that play D&D, and I think he's going to do some introductions, but maybe not.
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Jacob, and I'm the dungeon master, and also I make YouTube videos. I'm here playing with Colton, who's playing Ira. Who's playing Ira Kelbeth Parker Edane. We're also got Craig, who's playing Tiff, and Tyler, who's playing Gina, and Spencer, who's playing Ari. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's where you guys had last left off. Is you had made your way off of the Brass Phoenix, Gina's ship, to make your way off into the night life of Port Yanzaru to possibly participate in some dinosaur races. If you can tell by the music, I found the Prince of Persia soundtrack. And if YouTube cucks me for it, I'm gonna be so angry. You guys head into Port Yanzaru, and there is lights everywhere, basically, among the night sky. There's different like magical kind of dancing lights kind of floating around in the air. There's different types of torchlight that have different colors around the different city as the nighttime dinosaur races are being prepared for the rest of for the festivities today. And this is the third race in a typical racing day. And there are a bunch of people getting set up around the kind of center area of Port Yanzaru. And just to give you guys kind of an idea of where the races take place, I will go ahead and draw a line for you on where it basically goes like this, if you guys can see what I'm drawing.
Yes.
This is like the big NASCAR circle for the dinosaur races. Is that? That's where they all run around. So
It goes right because I think you said our ship is like right here.
it's right there. So
It's right in front of our goddamn
yeah,
ship.
you basically just walk over and you're like, oh shit, everybody's getting ready. And I mean, it's reminiscent of Disneyland. It's like people are getting like preparing around the streets, sitting on the ground, betting different types of money and whatnot. And there are people walking around accepting bets for the race that's about to go on right now. So
Ari will turn to Ari. Do you think I have a shot at winning? Do you think? I think I could win.
You can go ahead and try, but you have difficulty with carts, so I don't know how you can deal with a.
Yes, but a dinosaur is an animal.
with cards.
Yep, one who might not want you on top of it.
You don't know.
Go ahead, I'll bet on you.
All right. So, let me just read this little excerpt right here. Characters can bet on the dinosaur races to help get some money. The racers, the available odds, and the chance to win are listed. Cool. Bets can range from 1 copper piece to 500 gold. Cool. Once bets are placed, okay, that's for me. Losing bets, okay. Winning bets, got it. Got it.
Thanks,
Oh
Moose.
wow! If you don't pay up, there's rules. This is great. I love this game. So there's guys walking around. They have like this like big old box of like money, and he's got a couple of thugs behind him that act as like guards. And you can tell that like he's taking bets for certain people. And some people go up and they put in a couple of things in like a little note, and they write down who their bet is for. And he says, thank you very much, sir. And he kind of goes off and back up into the crowd. And he is near you guys. So if you want to make any bets, time is now.
Can I wait to make a bet until I know if Ira is going to race at all? Because I'm not going to bet if he's not racing. No?
Sure. I mean, yeah. I don't know what Ira's doing, so.
I would like to try to figure out how to enter the dinosaur race. But
okay.
if they're already taking bets, then I assume they already have the entrance figured out.
I mean, that's up to you. If you want to try to figure out how to do this,
I would. And if I recall correctly, Ayla and Darren are trying to do it also.
So yeah, the race is like 10 minutes from starting, and you're like, how do we get in on this? Mm-hmm. Do you ask anybody?
I'll ask. I'll ask the guy giving the bets.
You just walk up to him.
Yeah.
He looks over. He says, "Oh, you want to place a bet?"
More be involved in the race. I don't know if it's too late or not. I think my friends over here.
Well, you may still have some time if you want to go try to enter. You will have to go to the other side of the city, near the gates, where the pens are. And he kind of points over, and he directs you to this way over here. Oops.
Say the other side. Did you say the other side of the city?
Hang on. No, so like you're here.
Uh-huh.
He points to like over here.
Oh, that's not that bad. All right. That works. And then I'll as I'm running, I'll just kind of start going over that way. And as I am, I'll pull out one of my bags of 50 platinum that I carry around because I have them all in bag of holding, and I'll give it to Ari.
All right.
And then run over there.
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the other side of town as Ari takes the money. Tiff, Chena, Ari, you guys are just sitting there, just waiting.
I set up like a little seat on my boat, and I'm gonna watch it from here.
Amazing.
I'm assuming like some of my crew are like in like the rigging to watch it from above.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Like sitting on the cross beams.
How likely is it that he will be able to get in?
It may be likely he'll get in. it is unlikely he will get to choose which dinosaur he gets to race on. Normally, you get a choice. It's like, who do you want to use? And he's gonna get there and be like, "We got two, man. You can pick between."
Can
those.
I don't know if I have the best skill for this. How far? Because you said they kind of started near us. Would that mean that the racers and their mounts are also already lined up?
No, the race is going to start in about 10 to 15 minutes. The racers haven't lined up yet. They're getting ready to.
Yeah, are they nearby though?
They are not to where you guys are near the ship now. They would be over on this side of Port Nyanzaro.
When they do, can Tiff keep an eye out for maybe like a dinosaur that's a little unwilling to get out of a cart or maybe a little disgruntled?
Willing to what? Sorry.
She's wanting to keep an eye out for maybe if like some of the racers come in and one of the mounts are a little disgruntled. She's hoping to be able to communicate with it to possibly communicate with the animal to possibly injure the rider so that I can maybe upscale his mount.
Okay, all right. So you wanna with one of the dinosaurs in the race, you want to upscale whatever Ira's on to hopefully.
Assuming Ira doesn't get a better mount, yes.
It sounds So basically, try to convince a good one to injure its rider, so I can be like, I want that one instead.
Okay.
That's pretty great.
So, you make your way over,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys roll all the way as you guys run your way over quickly, and Ayla's like, oh, we gotta hurry, we're gonna miss out, we gotta make sure we get on one. And you guys, Darren's like, we're going, and you guys make your way over there. And as you do, you see there's a bunch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dinosaurs with their riders, and they have like war paint on. They have war paint on the dinosaurs, and they're getting ready. They're like saddling up. They're feeding the dinosaurs. They're getting ready to go. You see like a Triceratops. You see an Allosaurus. You see a really small T-Rex, and then stepping behind the younger T-Rex is a really big, like not like huge fucking Jurassic Park T-Rex, but like medium size, like older than a child T-Rex, kind of step over and kind of as its rider kind of rides it forward, kind of looks around, and he goes, "That's right, big honker, you're gonna win this one." Kind of like continues walking forward. And there's just all these different dinosaurs going over it, and you see like a lot of people working to get this whole thing organized and getting it ready to race forward, and you see busy people walking back and forth between you all, and you see like a woman kind of going between everybody, like she looks like she's a part of like official racing business, like she's going down writing things down, she's double checking on who's racing and whatnot, and you notice her.
Hi there. My friends and I were wondering if it was too late to actually race, be involved, all that.
She looks over and she says, you are very timely. Well, have you ever raced before?
Nope.
Oh, okay. She kind of like...
It's fine. Just give me the quick 1-2 and I'll figure it out.
She looks over and she says, "Who's racing, you?" And Ayla's like, "Ooh, me." And Darren's like, "I guess me as well." All right. And she goes over and she kind of flips through a couple of papers and she says, "You'll need to sign these." And it looks like a waiver, and the waiver basically describes if you die or are maimed or anything happens to you, no one is responsible but yourself.
Sure, I'll sign the paper.
Okay. It's also a waiver that includes like any winnings you get are yours, and anything like that you're entitled to your winnings. Mm-hmm. And you go over and you sign it. Ayla and Darren looks it over. He's like, and he just signs it. and she leads you over to some of the pens, which are all the way over here. You can see like these big old cages. Mm-hmm. And she says, we have a few that you could still use to race if you would like. Let me double check here. Player characters might get involved in a dinosaur race, either through their own interest or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Incredible. Okay. They take you over to the dinosaurs, and there's a good lot of them. And she says, "All right, we don't have that many, but you can choose from whichever ones you want." So, Ira, go ahead and roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a d6 twice.
While that's happening, I have a mechanical question. If I were to speak with animal and persuade it, would that be a persuasion or an animal handling check?
I will let you. It can be whatever you want.
Okay.
Do you want me to add those two together, or all right, 3 and 4?
Okay. So you were led over the pens, and she says, "Well, right now we only have about 2 dinosaurs available." And as she goes over and she says, "We have a Dimetrodon and a Hadrosaurus, and just for fun for you guys, this is a Dimetrodon. I'll send it to our chat. Big Honker OP. Big Honker is OP, and that's a Dimetrodon, and this is a.
How big is it? Is it
it's
like
large?
Okay.
And that's a Hadrosaurus, and they're both horse-sized.
The second one.
I immediately go for the second one.
You go for the second one, and Darren and Ayla are like, "How are we gonna both fit on that thing? It's got a huge fin."
I don't know.
And she says, "Oh, it's okay. He has very strong neck. You can sit closer towards his head." He's like, "What? Won't my feet blind him? Oh, just don't kick his eyes." And Ayla goes, "Oh, just don't kick his eyes."
Sassy, you can get kicked out of the race.
And Darren's like, "It's okay. It'll work." And you go over towards the Hadrosaurus, and you saddle up to get ready to.
Are there any rolls that I need to make?
So yes.
Before any of this happens,
Before any of this happens,
are we kind of like alone at this point? She kind of let the I don't know, stable master. She kind of left us to our own devices.
kind of. She goes, "All right. Well, they're all saddled up and ready to go. You just got to be really quiet and careful." She kind of like shows you a little bit what to do on leading them, but she says,
Okay.
"Look, if they don't like you, they don't like you, and that's it." So,
So
race is up in 8 minutes, so be prepared. And she kind of goes off to do her business.
So Tiff's gonna like use car salesman Ira, arm over the shoulder,
Perfect.
and kind of give the pat on top of the hood for this dinosaur, and say, "So we were so willing to jump into assassination. How about we get in Grand Theft Auto? Grand Theft
Dinosaur.
We could have this one, or and then I'm gonna forcefully turn him to Big Honker and then point up and go, or I might be able to work some magic, and you might be able to write that instead."
Will they be upset?
I mean, most assuredly, but I imagine a foreigner coming and winning the race anyway is going to make them upset.
Will the people running the race be upset?
No. They've all signed waivers.
I'm not going to say no.
Why don't you get accustomed to your lemon here, and then I'm going to go see if I can not get my head bit off. And if I do all right, you should be fine.
Good luck with that, and I'll give you a bardic inspiration.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to need that.
Oh man.
It's a D6 right now.
Okay. Now, big question here. Can I use Cardic Inspiration as well on top of that if I need to? Okay.
Did you
I'm
know
going
that there's a deck of cards in
Roll
Roll20?
20 deck of cards.
What? So
And
what I
you
want
can
to do...
just click on the deck, and it will draw a card for you.
That's really cool. I want to... This might be really dumb, but that's how you know it's a good idea. I think.
I'm excited. Yeah, this sounds amazing.
I'm going to try and walk up
Okay.
to Big Honker and completely ignore the rider if I can.
Okay.
I want to cast Speak with Animal at will, because I can. and I'm going to try and communicate with Big Honker.
All right. You go over and you begin to cast the spell over onto him. And this spell has verbal, somatic material.
Yes.
All three.
No, just verbal and somatic.
Okay. So you go over and and you're basically just ignoring the rider, and he's like sitting on top. He's kind of and Big Honker has like this purple war paint going down like his eyes down to like the
perfect.
side of like his the side of his body, and so the rider does a little bit as well, but it's different from yours, but it's the same color. And as you go over and you cast it, he does notice. The rider does turn. It's just like, hey, wait, what are you doing? But you've already casted the spell, and you, as you cast it on him, you kind of, the T-Rex's head kind of turns, and it's like deep black, kind of lizardy eyes just kind of focus in on you as it looks over towards you, and it says, "Hey."
So Tiff's going to kind of try and coax him a little closer so she can pat on him, and then use Kark's salesman him, and go, "Okay, Big Honker, you and I have known each other for a while. If not, I've known your father, Biggest Honker. I saw him his last race. He tried his best, but he's just too old. And now, there's this new seat at the throne. But your writer, I think he's getting that same way Biggest Honker went. He's getting a little old. What about fresh meat?" And I'm going to point to Ira.
The writer's like, hey, I don't think you're allowed to do this.
If I'm close enough, I'm going to go like, shh, shh, shh.
Okay, first,
I don't know if I am.
check on him. Second of all, animal handling on the T-Rex.
Can I use persuasion on the T-Rex?
Yeah, go ahead and go
I'm going
persuasion
to
on both.
Burn everything I got for this poor little thing. What is it, a D10 for inspiration, or is it a D8 right now?
Ira, unfortunately, I am mostly rogue, so it's only a D6. But
I'll take that still. That is still
So I will let you know, both the Cardic Inspiration and the Bardic Inspiration can be used after you roll, but before I tell you.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
you
then
can
give me
roll
a quick second
first.
here.
If they're good, up to you if you want to use them.
Let me take a little peek-sees. Well, that's pretty dang good. That's pretty dang good. I kind of want to shoot the moon. I'm going to use my D6.
Okay.
Let's just really make sure it comes home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That will be a 24.
Okay. So that's 24 on which one?
That's
I'm doing
on
two
Big
separate checks.
Honker. Yes, that's on Big Honker. And then you need me to do what for this gentleman?
A persuasion check on, or I'll take deception too if you want. On
They're
the
exactly
rider.
the same for me, so I will
Okay.
roll fast. And then Cardic Inspiration, how does that work?
So if you go on to roll 20, there's a
Mhm.
fucking deck of cards. If you click it, you should be able to.
it should draw a card for you.
Where is that?
It's on the
It's
bottom.
on the bottom.
corner, yeah.
I just saw it. How do I?
If you go over it, it should just...
Oh, I see it.
Yep, there it goes. So now it's in your little...
Okay, so now I add that.
Yeah.
Okay, that will be a 17 then.
Okay. So the writer is like, you just go shh, and you're like, you succeed to the point like he thinks you're helping his dinosaur. He's like,
Mhm,
oh,
mhm.
this is like a native. Oh, you're trying to, you're like blessing him or something. Like, it's like, oh, okay, all right. I'll sit back and I'll wait. And then the Big Honker looks down at you and goes, "How you know my dad?"
Oh, I did not think he'd ask me that question.
Dad old. Dad leave.
I'm going to
Dad, you leave
gesture
me
to
all
my
alone.
Oh,
gesture
no!
to my own face paint and say that his last race when he perished, trying to provide for you and your mother. I don't know. that some of his own war paint splashed onto me,
Big
and I've
honker
worn it as a sign.
understands. Big honker. He looks down at himself. He looks over at you. He nudges you. Mother.
Oh no! Just a nod. I go, I
Big
only
honker
want.
want to beat banana candy.
Oh,
Big
Uh,
honker
I'm
never
gonna
beat
look around.
banana candy.
which one is that?
He points over at another hadrosaurus that has literally a bunch of bananas on its head, pointing down, looking almost like hair. And there's like a halfling on the back of that, and he says, "Big honker hate banana candy."
Hmm.
And the writer is just like,
Game.
"Oh, thank you. You are blessing Big honker. He will do very good this race. He will." And in a moment, there's a sound, and you watch as the writer, he's
Okay, he's
flying.
not dead.
He's flying away as Big
He's
honker
probably
has whipped him
dead.
off, and he turns. He says, "Ride me."
Oh. Okay. But I'm gonna gesture for Ira to follow.
Okay, I've just been
Or
watching
to join,
this.
rather.
I'll walk over there.
I will.
The dinosaur is looking
So-
at Tiff, going, and is looking down and says, "He can beat banana candy."
I'm gonna nod and go. Almost assuredly.
Looks over. Tiff is going almost assuredly, like as if Tiff speaks dinosaur, and steps over to Ira, and it just kind of screams at you a little bit.
Hello there. Can I roll animal handling?
Turns, looks over at you, Tiff again. He's small.
We're all small compared to you, Big Honker.
She sits up. He's a young T-Rex, so he's not like huge. So he's like maybe 20. If he sits all the way up, he's like 20, 15 feet tall. No, comes back down. Okay.
Ira, real
Yes.
fast though, love. I'm gonna come over and get a little uncomfortably close, and then take the excess war paint I have and smear it on your face and go, "We have to at least make you look the part." I don't entirely know how well this is gonna go. I'll have to go kill
Okay.
a dinosaur that has banana on its head.
Be-
Just kind of hang out.
You
Don't worry
see-
about
wait,
it.
did you say kill a dinosaur?
I'm
that
gonna go
has-
shh, 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 and then put like war paint down his face and go, "All right, you'll do great." I'm gonna walk away.
good
and kinda
luck.
shiver a little bit.
I'll give you another bardic inspiration.
Oh no! Don't encourage
Big
me.
Hunker goes, "Blood for the blood god," and then he turns and he sees the war paint on you. The war paint being on you alone will give you advantage on your animal handling.
Yes, I was gonna say, can I have
Oh.
advantage due to Tiff's fantastic work?
Ayla and Darren look over and like, "So can we have that one?"
Yeah, I don't care. Wait, what one are they pointing at?
The Hadrosaurus.
Yeah,
All right, they both go get on that one. They're not gonna ride separately. They'll ride together.
I'm pretty sure Darren wouldn't let that happen. I'm pretty sure Ayla would die.
Ayla just goes off into the sea.
Ava's a commoner. Okay, she has like 2 health.
Doesn't have levels in anything anymore.
Nope, she lost all her levels.
So sad.
Ayla, just for you to know, Craig, Ayla used to be like a warlock cleric to Tharsden, and then they just kind of cut off the connection, and Ayla's just an NPC.
So
No stats.
Ayla was part of the reasoning for Ghost of Saltmarsh. I don't know if you've played through that, but it ends with basically Tharsden wanting to like sink a city, and we had to sever the connection to push them back. So
Mhm.
All right.
Well, you got a guy. You got someone with you though.
yep.
Okay. So, what'd you get, Ira?
Right. I have advantage. You said.
Yep.
Okay. Fucking where is there? It is. Animal handling.
Oh,
Thank
that's my
God.
turn.
It was a 1.
You go over to
But the
Big Honker,
advantage made it
and
a
with the
21.
Purple smearing on your face. He goes,
Yeah, exactly. we're gonna win. I don't know if you can understand me or not. Let's see if I have anything in my bag of tricks that will help here.
Oh.
Jacob,
Yep.
does Big Honker speak a language? Is dinosaur a language?
No, he doesn't speak a language.
So comprehend languages would not allow me to
No.
understand him.
No. Big Honker's intelligence is 2.
If you give me
he
enough
doesn't
time,
understand language.
I can teach
Tiff
him
is
sign
magic.
language.
Tiff was magically able to speak with him,
Gotcha.
but it is not the same as speaking a language.
Damn it.
Jacob,
That's
can
fine.
I see?
I'll
Ira-
No,
Come-
you can't see Ira.
I can. Oh, that's
No.
fantastic.
I will slowly attempt to get on the, what is it called? The saddle of Big Honker.
Okay, you do so. You get on and you sit back, and he kind of rears back and forward, and you kind of hold yourself to stay on, and you do, and you kind of sit there. It's like, this is a very powerful creature that you are now in control of, and you kind of turn him to the left, and he kind of moves, and you turn him to the right, and he moves, but he kind of has a mind of its own. This isn't like a horse.
This
He
is so
kinda
much
just-
easier than a cart.
And as he takes off, this is so much easier than a cart. Until when riding him, it's like this. As with his feet moving, back and forth, it is the bumpiest ride you have ever been on. It is going to be harder to stay on his back than it will be to like propel him forward to be faster.
So
Because
all
we
I
have the
need to do
capability of
is
doing it.
so all I have to worry about is staying on him. I can let him do the racing part.
Yeah.
Perfect. that's perfect. I'm dexteric. I don't know if I can race or not, but I can stay on a
want to let you
dinosaur.
know, the racing it has nothing to do with your skill as it's animal handling checks. That's this whole race is
Oh, boy.
animal handling checks.
But I have advantage on them.
You had advantage on that one.
Gotcha.
So
Jacob,
yeah, basically, every round, each rider will make a wisdom animal handling check. The DCs are different. The DCs for different types of dinosaurs are listed in the Racing Dinosaurs table. With each successful animal handling check, the first number listed on the dinosaur speed is added to the running tally. If the check fails, the dinosaur's tally doesn't increase that turn. When a racer's tally equals or exceeds 300, that dinosaur crosses the finish line.
Okay.
Their
So
tally and so they have their own tally.
can I do shit to mess with other competitors though?
I'll let you do it,
Cool.
but that will open the door for them to do shit to you.
That's fine.
There's
This
no
is gonna be a
initiative.
pod race, I swear.
Yeah.
Hold person.
Oh,
Oh god, dude.
Just, you don't get to stay on your dinosaur.
Sorry,
question,
I'm trying to double
can
check how
a-
the tallies.
I need to ask someone that.
Has
Is
it
there's-
been 8 hours? Have we taken a long rest at some point?
No.
we have not yet.
Oh no.
You haven't
okay.
even long rested.
Hey Tiff! I yell out as we go. As I'm
cut
going up.
now. What was Tiff doing during that?
Well,
At that moment, I'd probably be walking over to Banana Candy to start
Okay.
sabotaging.
You go over to you go over to Banana Candy. He's this very proper, very well trained Hadrosaurus, and he's just standing there, very very still. Doesn't even look over at you as you come over. Sees Halfling Rider kind of turn over towards you. He's wearing this Halfling has sideburns and
Mhm.
blonde hair and very like sunburnt skin, and his chest. He's wearing a vest that goes all the way down to his waist. That's open, and his chest hair is just outwards like a bush. And he just looks down at you, and he says, "This is Banana Candy."
Oh boy.
Well, that's it. Tiff's going to do the reverse, and she's going to blow smoke up this gentleman's ass instead.
Oh God!
She's going to turn into the more the Waterdavian noble in her, and she's going to
Okay.
walk over and kind of put a delicate hand, though she has very large arms, on his small knee, and kind of go, "I'm Tiffany. Is it safe to be this close? Will you bite me?"
He's so well trained. I don't think he could hurt anyone.
You train him yourself.
The great Chiquita did indeed train Banana Candy.
Chiquita Dave. She's gonna touch his arms and go, "You must be so strong then."
Oh my god, roll a persuasion.
Oh, Heavenly Father.
You have the bardic inspiration.
Oh, I'm gonna need this one.
Oh no.
That was not very good. Oh, bad news bears for everyone. That's a 10.
Is someone gonna use a card? No.
Rolled a 2 on
I'm
my
gonna do
dice,
it
and then I
just
rolled
for-
a 1.
Just for
You're gonna give
Oh
him the
my
card.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Let me
So
here.
sweet.
Here we go. Click. +3.
13.
13.
Wow.
He looks down. He says, yeah.
Yeah.
Just, if you, would it be safe if you have the time? Can you introduce me to him?
He looks around. Oh, race is about to start.
Oh, but
I
if you,
suppose
it'll
I
be very
could.
quick, right?
Sure. And he kind of
Okay.
he goes over and he kind of gets off of the saddle. He's very short compared to you. And he goes over and he starts just like talking about the different dinosaurs' muscles and all of the
Okay.
different things he had to train in order for him to be very fast and all those kind of things.
I'm now going to cast Speak with Animals with this one.
Okay.
And I think the way I want to like visually represent this is I want to like smear my paint into like a toothy maw on my cheeks,
Oh,
and then kind of smear it across the dinosaur's face as well.
Okay.
And that'll be kind of my
Just hold
thing.
very still.
I'm going to then speak to the dinosaur and go, "Do you feel comfortable with this non-flying monkey touching you all the time?"
Yes.
Oh, and these bananas?
I love bananas.
Oh. Do you need help? Are you all right? Who hurt you? Was it Chiquita Dave?
I
You may be in bad shape.
I am Speed.
Oh no.
Ow.
No. Oh, I see.
I am trained for speed. I am trained to race. I have one purpose. Bananas and speed.
That's 2 purposes.
His intelligence is 2.
Okay. I'm going really far out here now. I don't know if what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out how in the world can I convince this dinosaur speed works like a clock, and then if he goes backwards fast enough, he'll actually go faster forward. But I don't entirely know if I'm going to be able to do it.
Roll an animal handling check, and if
No.
you roll good enough,
Could it be
I use
persuasion?
persuasion?
sure.
Oh, thank God. Okay. How about 19?
He goes, I understand.
You know, I'll take it. You've been wonderful. I'm gonna give
And
him.
then he watches his eyes. His eyes do this. They go,
Oh no! Oh no! One blinks independently of the other.
yes.
We're in trouble. I'm gonna turn
And he
to
goes,
Chiquita.
anyways,
Dave.
that's all I forgot the accent for this guy. That's how I train this dinosaur.
I'm gonna-
And he goes over and he gets up on the saddle.
I'm
And
gonna
he
go.
says, I'll find you afterwards.
Of course, and I'm gonna give him like a token of appreciation of some kind. I'll rip off like a piece of my outfit that's dirtied and give it to him.
He takes it and he, like a total creep, he's just like, oh, and he sticks it in his chest hair. And then he gets ready to race.
I'll give you one of these, sir. And I'm gonna turn, and I was like, "Hello." I'm like, "I have to go."
Tiff, I have a question.
Oh, so do I. I have so many questions. I came in here
Does
with,
both the
with
rider
answers.
and the dinosaur have to make it to the end?
To be honest, I don't know.
He says, the big honker's spinning.
He's just running in circles.
I don't know how to make
Figure
him.
out.
I don't know how to make him stop, so I'm just making him
I-
spin until you can answer my question.
I don't think the rules say you have to, But I feel like I have one of our members. Okay, you gotta stop. Other way. The other way. Nope. Okay. Well, I think one of our partners would be very upset if you came out missing. So let's try. I'm gonna try and stop Big Hunkers from spinning.
Yeah, you stop him.
Okay, and go.
No.
Would you like me to?
What I mean is, I have spells that I could use to help myself. But if the dinosaur gets to the end and the rider doesn't, and they just win anyways, it doesn't really mean anything.
Oh no, of course. No. Yeah, it's a team effort. If the rider's not there, then what's the point?
Perfect. That's all I need to know. And I'll try to get Big Honker to the starting line.
All right.
I'm gonna try and return as quick as I can to our party members, and try and formulate some kind of apology for Ari, because I've done. Put him in a pine box.
All right.
Jacob, when Tiff comes back, I ask, what dinosaur did he get on? He wanted me to bet for him.
I'm gonna turn and point to like a banner with like Big Honker on it, like 7th champion winner, and point that one.
Great, fantastic.
You see me kind of look proud, and then fear kind of take back over, and then I'm proud again.
Oh boy, I'm gonna try to flag down the man who's taking bets, and bet on
right.
Ira for the money he gave
All right,
me.
I'll get to the betting in just a second.
Okay.
The last thing I want to describe is that Darren and Sheena kind of make their way
Ayla.
forward. Ayla is holding onto the back of Darren as he kind of has the reins, and he goes, "Wow, you're gonna ride that thing, huh?
Yep.
Good luck controlling him."
I don't think I need to. I just need to keep going straight.
Okay, well, me and Vocado here are gonna do so much better than you.
You... maybe. I don't know. I tend to come out on top somehow.
And the racers begin to line up and prepare to race. Now we'll get to the betting. The betting is open to everybody. You guys can vote. Big Honker still has like it doesn't go by the writers at all, which is great. It just goes by like the dinosaur who wins. So there's Big Honker. There are you guys can bet any 500 gold pieces like the limit, but you can bet as little as you want. And there's Big Honker, Ubtoa's favorite, Banana Candy, Bone Cruncher, Grung Stomper, Scarback, Nasty Boy, Jungle Princess, and Mountain Thunder.
Dang, I want to vote for Nasty Boy.
Hang on. I sent you guys a list of all of the dinosaurs here because this is very important.
Yes.
Oh, there's also Vocado, who Darren and Sheena are writing.
Ayla.
Fucking keep saying that.
Yeah. Does Sheena know that Darren and Ayla are on Vocado?
Considering that you didn't see that one before, it got added last minute, and it has some kind of weird food pun name. You think that it's Darren?
I would just like to walk up with Ari.
That's why you named him Vocado.
That's why Darren named him Vocado.
That's fair.
Are you sending the names on?
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Hang on. Got it. Right. Where did I put it?
Did the music stop, or is that just me?
It did stop because I was about to play something else.
Gotcha. And now we just sit in
Grand
silence.
Theft Dino. Oh my god, that does need to be the video title.
Jacob has messaged the group.
I have. All right, so you guys can bet on whoever you want, and if you bet, keep track of what it is.
I'm going to give the bag of money, which I think is 50 gold, that Ira gave me.
It's 500 gold.
Oh, Ari assumed it was 50.
Nope.
She'll go through it, I guess, and realize it's much more than that. She'll give that to the gentleman, because that's what Ira gave to her, and vote on Big Honker.
Okay.
And then she's gonna pull out a few of her own gold and vote for Nasty Boy. Can I do that? Can I vote for 2 dinosaurs?
You can vote. You can bet for 2 dinosaurs.
Okay. I'm gonna give him 5 gold for Nasty Boy.
5 gold for Nasty Boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheetah's gonna throw 10 gold onto Avocado.
10
Okay.
gold. That's barely anything.
She doesn't want to encourage them, but she wants to support them at the same time.
I want to
in-
encourage Nasty Boy.
In Tiff's fear, I think I'm going to throw 20 gold on banana candy. I may have encouraged something I didn't know I could stop, and maybe that'll help.
Okay. The racers all line up. Guys, keep track of your bets for me, please.
Mhm.
And you guys see all the racers begin to line up, and you see like all these different prepared dinosaur racers. They know what they're doing, and then stumbling forward, big honker comes forward. Ira nearly flies out of his seat as he sits down. You look down, you see your party, your friends, and Ari sitting maybe about 50 feet away. Darren and Ayla ride up as well. And there's kind of like this, there's like this announcement that goes on about what's about to happen with the dinosaur races. And there's a countdown, and eventually there's this big bang and like a firework that goes off, and the race begins. I'm gonna get this music up in here. Where's my chase music? I need this. This is so
You would be definitely fine to use the pardon the interruption. Dun 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 da 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 da.
Oh my god.
That'd be definitely appropriate for this.
All right.
Okay, that works. Yeah, it's more wind.
Why can't I hear it? There we
I can hear it.
go. Hang on. I'm trying to find a specific song that I want.
I'm going to turn to Ari and go, how adept is he with animals?
Well, we don't have any pets or anything, and I can't recall a time.
A lot of
that he's-
horseback
that
riding,
he's-
maybe?
No, I don't recall a time we've ever even. No, we did ride a horse once.
Oh,
It was stolen from. It doesn't matter who. But yeah, that's the only time I can really recall him ever
okay.
interacting with an animal. Maybe a dog or 2.
Oh, well, first time for everything, I guess.
Oh
Well,
my God. Boom!
I feel like
The race begins, and all the dinosaurs begin to take off. You all watch as all the dinosaurs begin to run. And in the dust behind all of them is Banana Candy. Halfling hitting him like, go! And you watch as Banana Candy runs backwards.
yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it.
And he's just running backwards. And he's like, what are you doing? You idiot! And he's just... And Tiff looks so proud. All right, so the race runs a length of 300 feet. Each rider makes a wisdom animal handling check. Your DC is different based on the dinosaur you're riding.
yep. I'm
So-
sure mine is really high.
I need to keep track of all the running tallies to see who's in the lead.
Can I know my DC? Is that
You
okay?
wanna know your DC?
Kind of.
18.
Oh,
Cool.
He's a T-Rex. But he's also the fastest. So
So if I can get it multiple times.
here's the way this works is basically if you roll and you fail, you go your first speed. If you roll and you succeed, you go your second speed. Your
Okay.
first speed is 50 and your second speed is 100. If you succeed your 18 DC 3 times, you just win.
Gotcha.
So that's why it's so he's fucking fast. He's just really hard to control.
Gotcha.
Which is so fair for Ira, as you took the riskiest mount you could have. All right, so we've got Honker.
Big honker.
Sorry,
Excuse me.
Tube Tao's
Oh,
favorite.
Logan's phone went off, I heard.
Yeah. Banana Candy is just disqualified. Bone Crusher.
This is Big Honker's chance to beat Banana Candy.
Nasty Boy, Jungle Princess, and Mountain Thunder.
Dang it, I didn't see Jungle Princess. I would have voted for Jungle
Yeah.
Princess too.
And
Voted, bet on.
Avocado. Okay,
Avocado.
so I need to fucking Discord bot this one.
Yeah. When you
Let
need
me
to
open the Discord real quick. How do I multi-roll?
So it's
/RR.
nope, exclamation point RR space.
Oh yeah, that's slash.
And then it's
exclamation
space
point
RR space the number of dice you want to roll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The number of times you want to roll, and then
it's another space,
Okay.
and then it's D20 plus whatever modifier, and then enter.
Awesome. Oh, poor Darren.
Oh no.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Roll an animal handling check.
God. Can I?
19.
Oh,
So you guys all watch as Jesus Christ, as Ira takes a big honker and just boom, just off into the distance. Or you were like, how? He's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's moving too quick. He's moving so fast. And everybody else is just running off into the distance, moving along. And Darren's like, move, come on. And then he goes, and he's like, oh God. And then it eventually takes off. Gina, you're like, oh no. So this is the first tally of the race of how fast everybody's going. Go ahead and write this shit down. So we've got Uto's Favors, a young Triceratops, going, and the DC there is 14. So, okay. So we got that. Honker's at 100, Jesus Christ. Bone Cruncher is, so Uto's Favors at 50, Honker's at 100. Bone Cruncher is is a young Allosaurus who goes 50. Well, that's a fail, so 50. Then we've got Grung Stomper, who's an Ankylosaurus, who I don't. Okay, so went 60 because of the success. Scarback, who is a young Tyrannosaurus Rex on its last race.
Oh.
Got oh shit. Oh no, that's a 1, so only 50. Then Nasty Boy, oh my god. He's going 80. He's catching up. Jungle Princess is a fail. And that's a Dinosh? I have no fucking clue how to pronounce that. That's an 11. That's a fail. No, that's a success. So that's 60. Mountain Thunder is going 30, and poor Darren on Avocado is going 40.
That's
so
not bad.
in the lead right now, we've got Honker in first, and then we've got Nasty Boy 20 feet behind you.
Yes.
And then Jungle Princess and Grung Stomper just in the back, and then everybody else is kind of like catching up. But Ira, you have a one hell of a head start heading forward. Let's go ahead and do the next roll as the race continues down the streets of Chult. People are cheering as you're running by, and you're just having such a hard time just staying on the back of this dinosaur.
Shit.
They run throughout the streets. What's up?
5.
5. Oh shit. So
Not a natural 1.
You're 150. Let me go ahead and re-roll my thing here.
Question.
And if you want to do anything, just let me know.
That's what I'm thinking. So one of them's at 80 feet, and then all the rest of them are way behind?
Yes.
Okay. What? I don't want to kill anyone, that's the problem.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking about casting Sleep. But if I cast Sleep and he falls off of his mount, he might just die.
Yeah. Trampled.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that right yet. I'll think
Fury
about
Road.
it.
Did you see it? Did it go under the wheel?
All right. Let me keep track of what everybody's doing here. I need to calculate all my stuff here. So,
I have stuff written
Ubtoa's-
down too. If you want to just give me stuff, I can tell you.
Sorry, what? Oh, you
I
have it all
have,
written down?
I've written down stuff. If you want to just give me results, I can
that
tell
would
you.
be great if you could, help me out with that. All right, so, well, let me see what I have to. So, Ubtoa's favors young Triceratops. Triceratops would go 50, and then it was another fail, so it'd be at 100. So, and then Bone Cruncher got a. So I'm gonna tell you what they rolled, and then I just need you to tell me if they failed or not. I'm saying all the riders have a +2 to their animal handling. So this is
Okay.
11 + 2, so that's a 13.
Sorry, give me one quick second. I was doing the reverse of what you're doing, but
Oh,
I can
sorry.
get to that as well. Just give me one quick second. Okay, go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
a 13 on Bone Cruncher, which is an Allosaurus.
13 meets.
I think his skill check DC is 16.
Oh, I apologize. I was looking at AC. I apologize.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you're
no,
right.
you're cool. So 16.
That's actually a fail.
So what's
Okay.
the speed?
50.
So 50. So Bone Cruncher's at 100.
Okay.
Grung Stomper got a 13
On what?
on the check.
What kind of creature?
Oh, sorry.
Bone Cruncher is
I'm
a
stupid.
Allosaurus. That's still
Ankylosaurus.
16, so that's a fail.
So fail. So that's another. How far does he go?
50.
50. So. So he's at 90. Now he'd be at 8. He'd be at 100. Then Scarback is a young Tyrannosaurus Rex, and that's an 18. So that's I think a
18
success.
hits it, and then he'll go 100.
Oh fuck! Scarback's catching up with you. He's neck and neck with you, Ira. Nasty Boy got a that's the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 16. That's an 18 on Nasty Boy.
18 hits it. Its speed would be 80.
Oh, Nasty Boy's in the lead of the 160.
All right. I am more heavily considering sleep now.
Jungle Princess got a 16 as well. An 18.
An 18 hits it, succeeds it, which means it'll be a 60.
All right, so 120 is Jungle Princess. Mountain Thunder got a 19, so a 21.
Good, and then that'll go 50.
All right, and then Vocado, who's on, got a 6. It's a Hadrosaurus, so that's 40, I think. So it's 80.
Yes.
All right, so
Did you do the Ubato's favorite? I didn't hear you say that one.
I did do Ubato. I'll say all of it right now. So,
Okay.
I think I did Grung Stomper is an Ankylosaurus and succeeded both of his, right? Ankylosaurus is just an other, would just be at 80 actually, not 100. So, oh no, succeeded both. No, it'd be at 90. Haha, you were right, Craig. I'm stupid. Okay, so
You're good.
Big Honk, currently, Ira, you're in second place as Ubtoa's favorite, Bone Cruncher, Mountain, Ubatoa's favorite and Bone Cruncher are currently at 100. They're about 50 feet behind you, but Scarback is neck and neck with you, and Nasty Boy is 10 feet ahead of you. Jungle Princess kind of hanging in the back, and Mountain Thunder and Vocado and Grung Stomper kind of almost all tied for last place there. Poor Darren is trying so hard, but everybody else is just so fast. Are you doing anything, Ira?
I'll hold a little bit longer. I don't want to
Okay.
do it unless I have to.
Okay, go ahead and make another roll.
I'll use my card.
Okay.
He has 500
Plus
gold
8.
riding on this shit.
Plus 8, so 24.
24, so you are at 250. You're 50 feet from the finish line. You're so close. Ubtoa's got a, which is a young Triceratops, got an 8.
Fail. He goes 50.
So 150. Bone Cruncher, who's an Allosaurus, got 14.
Fail. Goes 50.
Awesome. Grung Stomper, who's an Ankylosaurus, got a 16.
Succeed. Goes 60.
Oh shit. Scarback, who's a young T-Rex, got, oh, you lucky son of a bitch, got a 3. 5.
If he got a 3, that is a fail and goes 50.
So he's at 200. Nasty Boy got natural 20.
Yeah, nasty boy.
That would be goes 80.
So one
He's at 240.
240. Holy shit! You're still faster than him, Honker. Jungle Princess got a 4.
4 fail goes 40.
Could you stop
Alright.
succeeding with fucking
Nasty boy.
nasty boy?
No, go ahead.
Mountain
I'll get some money
Thunder
back.
got a 7.
You're not gonna get as much as I spent.
7 is a fail, but barely and goes 30.
And oh my god, Darren got an 18
Yay!
with Bocado,
He's actually in the race.
which is a Hadrosaurus.
That would be a succeed goes 50.
All right, so now we've got Honker at 250 in first place. Ooptoa's 100 feet behind you. Bone Cruncher 100 feet behind you. Grung Stomper 100 feet behind you. Scarback only 50 feet behind you. And Nasty Boy 10 feet behind you. You guys are just like this right now. That other Nasty Boy is what? An Allosaurus. It's the trainer who's just really, really good with him. It's a famous trainer. And it's just catching up with you. He's not going to let you just beat him. You know, he's catching up on you, just barely, barely getting there. Darren's actually catching up a little bit. Beat
Yeah.
Mountain Thunder. Mountain Thunder's in last place.
What are Darren and Ayla at?
Darren and Ayla are at 130.
Okay.
Here, I'll send the current stats into the chat.
All right. Can I prepare a cast of sleep in case Nasty Boy passes me?
A cast of sleep in case Nasty Boy passes you. Okay. Go ahead and roll. You can spend that spell slot if that's what you're going to
Okay.
do. You're going to ready it. And go ahead and roll the animal handling check. This is going to be it, basically.
Natural 1.
Oh, no. Okay. It's still 50 feet.
Which would
it's
still get me past.
It's enough to beat, but if Bone Cruncher, if Scarback not Bone Cruncher, if Nasty Boy,
If Nasty Boy succeeds, then he would pass me.
you would win. He would just beat you as you're passing him. So, but you have sleep prepared.
Yep.
So,
Just roll his, I guess.
well,
Oh
everybody.
no, everyone's totals.
I mean, yeah. I want to. Everybody gets, because there's bets, and you get bets based on
Yeah.
the place that you get.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I didn't know it was based on place. I thought it was just
Okay.
first place gets.
Nope.
If this is based
So-
off of
Ooptoa's favorite got a 15.
horse racing, there's a lot of different types of bets.
15 succeeds goes 75.
Holy shit. So 150 plus 75.
225.
225, okay. Bone Cruncher got a 15.
That is a fail goes 50.
Okay. Grung Stomper got 11.
Fail goes 40.
190. Scarback got a 18.
Succeeds goes 100.
Ooh, Scarback crosses the finish line. Goes 100. Oh shit. Scarback might win. Nasty Boy.
There we go.
Gets dirty 20.
Succeeds goes 80.
80. So that's 320 for Nasty Boy.
I would cast it then.
All right, that's 300 on hang on. We're gonna get to that. Jungle Princess gets a 21.
That would be a succeed. Goes 60.
All right, so 220. And Mountain Thunder got an 8.
Succeed goes 50.
160. And then Darren got a 17 on Picado.
That would be a succeed and goes 50.
All right, so Darren's at 180. So Darren's not in last place. Okay, so you cast sleep. Oh my god.
I'm hoping it's going to get both of them, so that the rider doesn't just go flying off.
You're casting sleep. Okay, so I just want to let you know you are going to tie with Scarback. You're casting sleep on Nasty Boy and the rider.
Yes.
Okay, because originally you were going to cast it on Scarback, but Nasty Boy is actually going to be first place.
Yes, that's who I was originally going to cast it on.
Got it. Go ahead and roll the hit dice.
All right. Is there a way for me to just hit it here? Cool. Yes, there is. So it would be this and this. Wow, really? 25?
Okay.
It affects the lowest health first. So unless it's right or is.
I would also like you to make a stealth check.
Oh yeah, I can do that. 30.
30?
30.
Okay, so nobody really notices you do it, actually. And as this goes on, here's what happens. You're neck and neck with these three. You're all getting towards the finish line. Everybody else can see this happening as the three of them are getting closer and closer. You and Scarback are just on each other, about to pass the finish line. And as Nasty Boy is about to win an R, you got a little bit of hope. You're gonna maybe make some money. You watch as the rider hits the front of the dinosaur, rolls off the side of him, hits the ground, and rolls on the ground for a little bit as the dinosaur kind of turns and veers off towards the side, and all three pass the finish line at the exact same time.
Is the rider okay?
There's a crowd forming, going, oh, and people are running over towards him.
I am also going to do that.
Yeah,
right.
I'll go make sure he's not dead.
All right, let me put on different music here.
Because I do have healing magic, I think.
I don't think you do.
I feel like I took cure wounds in case. Yeah, I have cure wounds.
Okay.
As a bard, because I didn't, in case you ever went
down. This is
down.
all going to depend on the damage I'm rolling right now.
No.
First skill of the game.
Are you serious, dude?
What'd you do?
He rolled max.
Jacob!
I didn't roll it!
Yes, you did!
Why are you blaming me? I did not cast sleep on somebody riding a dinosaur going like 100 miles an hour. You created a car accident. This is not my fault. You cheated, and he's dead. People run over to this guy, and they grab him. They're like, "Oh, nobody knows it's you."
Mm-hmm.
They go over and they look down at him. They're like, he fell off his dinosaur. People are running over. They grab him. They pull him up, and you run over. And people are like crowding around. Like his neck is just sideways. His bleeding from the side of his head. And they pick him up. They're like, oh, and they kind of take him off. They're like, yeah, well, sometimes this happens.
Wait, don't take him off yet. I have an idea.
A couple of the people are looking around, kind of like
Ari's coming.
The referees
over,
and whatnot. They're like, whoa, why?
Yeah.
Hey, do you have a... Fuck. Never mind.
Kind of look and they go,
stupid curse.
He looks over and he just says, a couple of people kind of go over towards the winners. The other guy's just like cheering because he got like sort of first place. And somebody goes over and he says, it's all right. Sometimes these things happen. They know what they signed up for. And, sometimes these guys are happy to go down like this. And a couple people go off and they put him in a wheelbarrow and wheel him off towards like his next of kin. And there are people cheering. There are people who are like, oh my God. Some people think it's fucking awesome somebody died in the middle of the dinosaur race. And they're like, yeah! And it's just like, part of the sport is that it's dangerous. And so people go over and they start giving out money and whatnot to the winners and whatnot. And how much did everybody bet on Big Honker?
500.
500.
500? Okay. So... $500. You made, well, first of all, your 500 back and 71 extra gold pieces. A lot of people bet on Big Honkers, so the payout isn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
But you also, how much did you bet on Nasty Boy?
5 gold.
5 gold.
Mm-hmm.
You made 15 gold.
Sweet. I give all of the money that you bet back to you.
And did anybody bet on Scarback?
No.
You obviously don't make any of the money back from Banana Candy, as Banana Candy got last place.
He's earned it.
Who did you bet on? How much did you bet on Avocado?
$10, I think it was.
You made back 2.
Oh, okay.
I'll take the 571, Jacob.
Okay, you
And
take it.
do I still see the group of people that was taking the rider?
Yeah, you do.
Alright, I'll go over to them with the bag, and I'll hand it out towards them.
Okay.
You're
And
taking
yeah, a
them
couple
to-
of them are going over. You see this other guy who's kind of like taking like the wheelbarrow basically with his body in it, and he goes over and he kind of looks up towards you.
You're
and he's
taking
like,
them
"Whoa."
to next to kin.
Oh, I'm his brother.
You're his brother.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll just hand the bag out. I was in the race, but I don't need this as much as.
Oh, you're giving your winning stamp.
To
Okay, I mean-
you, I guess. Seriously, please take it.
Look, if this is some part of like
It's
scheme
not.
or something.
It's nothing. I'll sign a paper if you want. Just take it.
He reaches out and he takes it. He just looks confused, but there's a hint of like gratefulness. Okay. Thanks. Goes over. He has to wheel him off again. Like this guy was so overcome with so many different emotions. It's like
Mhm.
he didn't even know what to feel.
Yeah, like
He
what
just-
do you even feel at that point?
He's like, okay, and he just took it and went.
No, I'll join back with the group.
Okay, you go back over with the group, and make your way back over. And you guys count out your tiny bits of winnings. And the dinosaur race is over. People are cheering. People are drinking. People are going to different bars and stuff, talking about the race. And there's crowds of people moving around, talking to one another. And you all meet back up again.
Tiff, I heard someone
and,
say,
the halfling is crying on top of Banana Candy. I'm sorry.
"Oh,
Now
can
you
I
can
go console him?"
console the big chest-haired man consoling Banana Candy.
Yeah.
You go over and he said, "I don't know what's wrong with him. He ran backwards. I don't know what's wrong with him."
Maybe he was distracted by the bananas on his head.
He's never been distracted by the bananas on his head. Never.
Can I? I'll just put a little hand on his shoulder, and I'll cast guidance, and
Okay.
I'll say, "I'm sure next time it'll be all right."
And he looks up.
Just gotta
wipes away
train.
tears.
And
Yeah, okay, maybe we could be the first backwards running dinosaurs.
or you could
Thanks.
just teach him to run forward again.
Maybe this
can-
is his new skill.
Can I have one of those bananas?
Breaks one off and gives it to you.
I put it in my back.
Monkey
hand it to the
ravages the,
monkey.
banana. See a little monkey hand go out. It's gone. And he just rides. You watch as he turns, and he turns around on Banana Candy and rides, and they go backwards. But he's facing backwards, but he goes forwards.
I've created a monster.
Well, now
The
he
sign's
knows he
gone
just
too
has
far.
to turn him around before they start. Ari will walk back to the party.
Okay.
Tiff, I heard someone saying that they're gonna go to a bar. Could you take us to one of those, or
No, of course. There's so many around here.
Yeah.
Port Nine
take us
Star,
to
we can take you
your
anywhere.
favorite one?
Oh, okay. I think I could do that.
They don't.
Running over towards you guys, you see Darren and Ayla. Darren's more just kind of walking. Ayla runs over and she's like, "Holy shit! Did you guys see us? We didn't go super fast, but we were still there. It was amazing.
Yeah, you were.
Ayla, you were so quick. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Toss 2 gold at them.
I can make more money from this."
That's what you guys won from that. From what I
Darren,
bet.
I want to be a professional dinosaur racer.
Please
He goes,
don't.
"Nope."
You know someone died here, right?
Shh. I wouldn't fall off.
Are you sure about that?
Darren goes,
You've fallen off a stationary plank. Multiple times.
Darren just kind of laughs and she kind of punches his shoulder. She says, "I think I'd be pretty good at it." And then you
Yeah,
guys
you
head
got
off
third.
towards a nearby
That's
bar.
not that bad.
We got last to third.
Last third.
We got third last. We got
Third to last.
Well, that would be. There were.
Yes, third to last.
9.
Yes.
We got 6th.
Good job.
Well, Ira got 1st, so tied first.
Tied for
well, if
first.
there's 3 tied for 1st, I guess technically we got 5th.
Good job. We're
Got
going to a
4th.
bar.
Wouldn't it be four?
I'll buy you a drink.
Yes. You guys go off and you make your way over to a nearby bar, and share some drinks together as the night kind of comes to an end. And you, do you guys want to do anything while you're here at the
I
bar?
want to buy Ayla and Darren both a drink for getting 5th place.
All right.
But I would like to try to sneak some sort of like chili spice into their beverage.
Roll a sleight of hand or stealth check.
Okay.
I'm just gonna warm myself a rum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's too much rum in Port Nazaru. So much.
I'll get the nicest rum they have.
All the rum's
Oh,
gone.
Last
2
of the
gold
nice
pieces.
2 gold pieces.
That's a 5.
Oh,
All right. It's a 5.
Yes.
Ira, you notice Ari is trying to put chili powder in.
Like I'm trying to
Ayla's
stir it
drinks.
to get it all like the
No,
residue
like,
off the
Ari
top.
is like, you can tell she's about to do it. And you know, if she continues with the way she's about to go about it, everyone's going to notice.
That isn't gonna work.
Yes, it will. I've done it before.
I can see you
It
doing
just
it.
won't go down.
I can see you doing it.
Then
If I can see you, they can see you.
Okay, you come and
Ayla's
just.
going over and she's describing the whole thing to like Chino about like what it was to ride on the dinosaur. She's not even paying attention. And as you two are arguing, Darren is sitting there and he's just staring at you.
I like look over at him and I give him like a little wink, and then I push his towards him, and I go back to trying to get the chili pepper into her drink.
I'll help.
Just
Darren-
cover me, cover me.
Darren says nothing, but what he says on the inside is, I would stop this from happening if only I wasn't watching.
And I go back to my business.
Okay. As this kind of goes along, you guys are sitting there, and there's a moment where Darren is kind of drinking, and he's trying to get Ayla to take a sip of. He's like, "Hey, come on, take a sip of your drink. Is it good?" And apparently she's like, "Yeah, okay." And that's what happened. And she goes over to her drink, and she chugs it, and then she's just like, "Why is it spicy?" And she stands up, and she's like, "Oh, God."
Maybe the drink her is supposed to be spicy.
It's not supposed to be that spicy.
Mine tastes like honey.
She takes yours, she drinks, she's like, "Oh, this is spicy. I thought we got the same thing." And she goes over, she's like, and Darren goes over, and he's kind of laughing, and goes over, and she says, "Ari put chili powder in your drink." And she goes, "Why would you do that?"
I did not.
She goes, like, Darren and her get some water, and she's like gurgling it, and she eventually comes back. She's like, "I can still feel it in my mouth."
Yeah, I bought it from a vendor outside. He said it was pretty hot.
You guys eventually like get some food too, and you're eating like exotic Port Nanzaru food. And
I wanted to try and get a drink for myself and Ira real fast.
Sure. You go over and you get yourself some of that like molasses ale, and you bring it over towards Ira. It's spiced. It's good. It's like 2 silver pieces for a mug. So
I'm gonna put it down kind of in front of him.
Okay.
And say that I've been here a long time. This is an island of the dead. It's nice to see kindness didn't die here too.
Mhm.
Give him kind of a knowing nod.
Hmm.
Then I'll sit silently for the rest of the night unless he wants to talk about something.
Sure. And the night goes on, and
At some point, he would take an opportunity to try to talk with Ari.
okay. I would think like after, like once everybody starts settling down and leaving. Okay. So the night winds down, and eventually, you guys head back. Where I just want to know where everybody's going to go spend their long rest, and I'll send you guys along the way there.
Is there?
Well, we
I mean,
have.
You have
rooms,
accommodations on the
right?
ship, or you guys can have rooms.
We
Yes,
have
can
we
sleep
have
on the
rooms
ship,
at
or
the
you can-
we have rooms at the Merchant Prince's place.
Yes, you do.
That's definitely
I
where
want to sleep in a bed.
It's a little further
Yeah.
than I would like.
a bed sounds nice.
I guess I'll follow you, even though I prefer being on the ship.
You
Right.
could just
All
stay
right.
on the ship and we could
Everybody
meet you there.
It's a
eventually
little
kinda
far
winds
of a
down.
walk. You
Darren
guys.
and Sheena obviously
Ayla.
sleep on the ship. Sorry, God fucking damn it. Darren and
Ayla.
Ayla, because I got so used to the party. Darren
Yeah.
and Ayla go sleep on the Brass Phoenix. You guys eventually make your way over to Wakanga's villa. The rest of you kind of get up and head out. You know, Sheena, you start making your way over, and Tiff. Ari, you're about to head out, and Ira, and Ira kind of stops you, and you guys stay behind for a minute.
Okay.
It's I forgot about the curse.
Yeah,
It's
I thought I could do something too.
it was my fault. I wasn't thinking straight.
What do you mean?
I thought no matter what happened, you know, I knew how much we were betting, so if anything happened, he would be okay. And I, without thinking, cast sleep.
Well, you didn't know he'd fall off, Ira.
I figured he would fall off. That's why I cast it. I didn't
Well,
think he would
you did-
die.
I'm sorry. It's probably. I don't know what to say. That sucks.
I need to say it to someone. I can't just. hold
No
on to it.
more. No more. We have to be
Dinosaur
more
races.
careful here. This isn't like Waterdeep or Barovia. This is worse.
Yeah.
And even simple things like this can lead to a lot of trouble. Just keep it in mind, I guess.
I will now.
What you did for his family was great.
Wasn't enough.
That's all you
I'm
can
just-
do now. And we can figure out this curse, and maybe I'll be strong enough to bring him back. There's more powerful resurrection magic than I know. I know there is.
Wakanga did say that he could get scrolls for us. Maybe
yeah.
however much it costs.
And yeah, Mert could too. They're Harpers. They'll probably give us a discount. No.
Yeah.
And
I should ask Tiff tomorrow what they do with their dead. Because if they burn them, it's not going to matter.
oh, that'll be real powerful magic. Yeah, they probably do burn them, or something at least.
We can ask her tomorrow, I guess.
Well, we should catch up. I don't want to get lost.
Yeah.
You guys head back to the villa, and when you guys make your way back, you're tired and sore and just like, oh, this is a long day. And some of the servants in the home kind of bring you over to rooms. They're very well accommodated. They're very nice. They're very exotic as well. And as you guys go over and kind of lay down, you drift off into sleep, and you guys can long rest. And I think there, which is kind of, I know it's kind of. Do you guys want to break, or you want to break?
Well,
in like
keep
30
in mind,
minutes?
I have to go at 5.
That's true. Let's just keep playing. Let me go ahead and queue
Can
up.
you
some-
check your
I do have food. I do have food on the way, so if we could break when my food gets here.
Sure. Just let me know, and
Yeah.
we'll go into break.
Can
I
you
was gonna
check
say
your
here, but I was like, it's too early. Okay, so you guys long rest, and eventually wake up the next day. Sun shining. It is fucking hot. You guys wake up in a sweat, except for you, Chena, because you're a goddamn fire genasi. And it's
It's comfortable.
another day here in Port Yanzaru. What are you all doing?
I'm gonna wake up a little early and try and get directions from maybe one of the people that work at the like maybe one of the guards where the harbor master is.
Harbor master?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the harbor master. You get some directions. You know that it's in this kind of warehouse district, right on the docks.
Okay. And I'll head there a little bit earlier before people kind of are
All right.
fully awake. So
Okay. You go to the harbor master. Are you doing what I think you're doing?
probably.
Okay. I'm going to describe it because the audience doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah. Sure.
So you make your way over and head to the harbor master, and you speak with them. It's this Cholton man, and he you tell him kind of what you need for your ship, and you guys have this conversation. He's like, all right, we could probably have that done by the end of the day if you have all the coin for it now.
Yes, my first mate and bosun have the coin, so they'll be able.
Okay, so you take him over the ship. He sees it. He's very impressed by it as well, and he's oh, it's a very nice ship. And he makes out all the plans. Your bosun and Darren go over and kind of give. No, I think Darren's your
First mate.
first mate. Sorry. Does he have the coin, or does the quartermaster have the coin?
I think I gave it. I think the coin I have Darren in charge of, but like the making sure everything gets installed.
Sure. Well, the rest of the crew is there when at least the main crew is there when you decide all of that, and they plan all of it out. And they get to work. A bunch of Cholton kind of like dock workers come over, and they begin to prepare your ship for some upgrades, including cannons and
mortars and swivel guns.
So the Brass Phoenix makes boom boom now.
Yes. I'll also go up to the harbor master as they're flying it. I also heard that there were some issues with pirates in the area. Do you know about like? Do you know
There's
where
been
the
a
last
lot of
locations were?
difficulty with pirates here in the port.
Yeah.
I don't know much about them. I just know the names of the ships.
Does anyone know where they were last sighted?
Last sighted.
Any way to give some give a heading to find them?
Oh, this is you were told to talk to the harbor master. I'm a stupid
Yep.
idiot. Sorry, so this guy
That was the
comes
main
over
reason
and
why
he's
I'm
like,
talking.
Hi, my name
but-
is Zindar. I know everything that's going on.
Wait, actually, I do know where all this is.
Holy
Oh,
shit! This guy's a fucking dragonborn.
Nice.
Yeah. So Zindar, the oh my god.
The more you look into it, like, oh, there's more.
He looks like this. Still has the same voice, and he gets prepared, and he says, "Oh, yep, there's been a difficulty with pirates out in the port. They're attacking merchant ships heading to and from the Bay of Chult. There's three of them: the Dragon Fang, the Emerald Eye, and the Sturge. There's a bounty of 2,000 gold pieces for each pirate ship that is captured and brought into the port.
Do you want
As
the
a
ship?
bonus, the ship. You bring the ship in. It's 2,000 gold pieces. If you if the captain is alive, an extra 500.
All right. Do you have any idea of the last known locations and what
Goes
they're
over
heading
towards a map,
was?
and he says, "With your ship, you may be able to capture them." And he goes over and he kind of points out some parts of north of Chult that they were last seen. One is kind of on like the like northeast. One's kind of like northwest, and the other one's actually a bit south around the island.
Okay. Actually, we have a world anvil, so I could set up like a.
Oh, we do have a world anvil, don't we?
Yes. What was it under? What world?
It's under Barovia. No, it's actually it's in Core.
Needs its own world. Chult. Yep, there it is.
It was just easier for me to do it like that.
Okay.
All right. So, do you want me to mark it for you?
I can mark it. Just if you can show where he was, if you can tell like where he was pointing, or you can mark it. Up to you, either way.
All right. What's the name of the ships? Dragon Fang.
Dragon Fang. I think the one that was Emerald. I know the last one's Sturge. I was about to write them down, but I already forgot.
I wrote them.
It's all good.
They are. Where are they? Dragon Fang, Emerald Eye, and the Sturge.
There we go.
Okay.
Dragon, Fang, and 2000.
All right.
Yep. And how much was it if we capture the captain?
An extra 500 if the captain is captured and alive.
500. All right.
And hang on.
Yeah.
And okay, they're all in there now. You can refresh it now. There you go.
Perfect. Yep, I can do that.
That's like their last known locations.
Dragon Fang, Sturge.
And you guys can see that on the World Anvil too if you refresh it. So
Yeah.
Do they have like food for us in the morning, or do
yes,
we have to?
they prepare food for you. This,
I'm gonna.
delicious spiced eggs and ham.
Green eggs and ham.
Do they have like fruits or anything?
Lots
Can
of
I
different
make?
types of fruits.
Can I make a little plate for my monkey? Of like a various fruits, and I'll ask for some eggs and stuff for him.
Yep, you make a little plate of fruit for your monkey,
Uh-huh.
and the monkey is very happy as
And
he
some ham.
and some ham, and he mostly eats the fruit. He really likes the fruit.
Monkeys eat meat too.
Yeah, he does. He just likes the fruit more because it's sweet.
Okay.
And then eventually he does eat the ham, and it's really funny watching him eat because he's got like this little mouth and these tiny little hands. Yep.
Ira, do you remember what the man said his monkey's name was? I've been calling him Bop, but I don't think that was right.
I don't.
Tiff.
Let me see if it's in my notes.
Beaky.
Beaky?
Beaky.
Okay. I think I like Bop.
Pop.
Just call him Bob then.
We can name whatever you like.
Name's Gronk.
Gronk?
Gronk the Conk.
No. I'm gonna, I'll clean up his little monkey face and his little paws and
Yeah, he's a mess.
his little hands,
All
and I'll give him a little spot in my bag again, and or on my shoulder, wherever he prefers, and he'll
Okay.
be my little monkey.
Hey,
All right.
Tiff. What do they tend to do with bodies here when people die?
Well, they used to bury and entomb them, but the jungle has a way of making sure they don't stay that way. So most people burn them at sea. There's actually a whole ritual for it. If you'd like to attend, it's pretty open ceremony.
I don't think so. I don't want. Ari and I have an idea, and I don't want the situation to feel final. And if I go to that, then I will. I'll feel like that's it. That's it.
Understood.
Do you know where our companion went? We woke up and she was gone.
Gina.
I imagine with her boat, but unfortunately I did not follow her.
Tyler, I ended up changing where one of them was. So just refresh.
And whenever you have time, because we don't need it now, but just okay, I see what it is. Just whatever the stats are for each of the guns, because I can't directly edit it in the.
No problem. Sorry, you guys can continue.
Yep.
If you're ready, we should make our way to the dock.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Ready?
You guys head out, make your way towards the dock, And what are you guys going? You guys are going to the dock to find the brass phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys make your way out, walking through the busy streets of Chult once again. It's hot and lots of people going about their business, doing whatever they do. And as you continue walking along, and you make your way past over towards your ship, you pass by like a cafe. You can smell like the coffee in the air. It smells like delicious. And as you're kind of sitting over at this cafe, there's like this open kind of patio area where people are sitting, and you hear a voice call out and go, "My friends!"
I'll turn around.
You turn and you see somebody you recognize. Big blue hat, giant feather in it, small guy, beard, blue clothing, writing a book, looking up at you. And he says,
Is it Volo?
"My friends, it is Volo Thampgadarm." And he stares at you and he says, "I did not know you would be here.
We don't have any more money, Volo.
I wasn't, that's not what
It's a
I
joke.
told you."
I'm kidding.
And he kind of runs off the little thing and he goes over and he shakes your hand and he just says, "Oh, it's so good to see you again. I thought I'd never find any friends from Waterdeep all the way down here."
What are you doing in Chult?
Oh, writing a new book, Volo's Guide to,
Undead creatures?
no, it sounds a little too standoffish, I feel like. Maybe Volo's Guide to the Jungle. Maybe Volo's Guide to...
What if you changed the name and you didn't put your name and you just called it Welcome to the
but then,
Jungle?
you know,
Why
you know
would
how
I
people
ever
are.
do that? Nobody would know
No,
I was writing it.
It's Welcome to the Jungle by Volothamp.
Look, I have created a brand, and I must stick to this brand, otherwise no one will ever think I'm consistent ever.
But
Mhm.
you're not.
How dare you? I thought we were friends. You know, what are you doing down here in Chult, huh? Gonna set up a new tavern?
No.
No.
We're here
Oh, that's
for
disappointing.
the death curse thing. Have
I
you
have heard about that.
so you've
Whispers
heard
in
of
the
it,
wind.
right?
Yes.
Have you seen anyone else from Waterdeep around here?
No, I haven't seen
Tourists.
anybody else from Waterdeep here. You guys are the first ones.
Bolo,
Mm-hmm.
you know a lot of people, right? Been around.
Oh yes, I've been documenting many things around here in Chilton and in Port Nyanzaru. I've almost got, a full book of it. Maybe I'll call it Volo's Guide to Chult.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Do you know who Artist Simber is?
Can't say that I do.
Right. Well, it was nice seeing you.
Hmm.
If you finish your book, send a copy to our place in Waterdeep.
Yes. So, you know what? I think.
You think?
What if it was just? Look, I've had no one to bounce ideas off.
Okay,
This is
wait.
really important. Okay, Volo's Guide. Wait, to monsters. Simple, straight to the point.
Right. That's good.
Is the book all about monsters?
Mostly, yeah. Found some new notes on beholders. Got a lot of stuff about hags. Ugh, disgusting creatures, but very interesting.
Yes.
And I'm documenting some more things about Port Nyanzaru. And I'm actually, and he runs over and he picks up one. He's like, "I've almost got a full hardcover done." And he points it over to you, and you see like the cover of it. And it's a picture of it's literally just like the default book that we know. It's him, but it's a drawing of him in front of a giant. And he's like looking at it. He says, "Oh, look at this amazing art. I'm giving out hand signed, hard written covers for 50 gold pieces each."
Oh, I'll buy it.
Really?
Yeah.
Can
It'll
he hand
be
it over to
helpful.
Are we
You
your
say it'll be
fir-
helpful
Are
here?
we your first buy?
you? No, not at all.
Right. Of course not. I'll give him 50 gold.
He takes it and he's like, he looks like amazed at the money, and then he like sticks up straight and he's like, "Thank you very much."
Is it signed?
What?
Is it signed?
Yes, it's signed. Of course. That'll be worth triple its price in 10 years.
Right, Bolo. Well, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. We really have to be going. But be careful. Don't die. We enjoy
Oh,
seeing you
And if
every
you
year or
need
two.
any knowledge about giants, and he goes over to the cover, he says, "Took a lot of notes."
That actually might be helpful.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Found a big group of them running around in the jungles. So,
You found giants in the jungles.
they're looking for something.
That's a problem.
That is a problem.
That
Thank
was
you.
just yesterday,
Bolo.
actually.
How close to here?
Why? They're not gonna come here.
They might.
They might.
I don't think they will.
Bolo, do you have a way to get back to the mainland?
To Waterdeep?
Yes. Well,
Not,
not
I mean, I could-
not Waterdeep.
not what
Anywhere that isn't Waterdeep.
near, around, Forgotten Realms, anywhere around. Or
No. Unless
No.
I get up on a ship. I could get a ship ride over there.
yeah, you should. You should really leave this place
Why?
soon.
Okay.
The giants are angry, and they're looking for something,
Mhm.
and you should leave. Because they'll
Just
start.
because of giants?
They were throwing rocks into Waterdeep, just a few months ago. They're very angry.
Giants are attacking Waterdeep?
Yes.
Well,
they were when we were there.
we
They
we
were
convinced
mad.
them to stop. But
Well,
they're
we
looking
convinced them to
for
let us leave.
yeah. They're looking for our December.
That makes a
Which
lot of
is-
sense because they were only frost giants.
Yes.
Hmm.
Do you have money to get
Yeah,
back?
they're only like a couple miles outside of the city.
Do you have connections? Do you have a way to get back? Do you have money to pay for?
Yes, I have you.
We cannot
We
get you
can't
back.
get you
I
back.
have 50 gold now.
Will that get you back to Waterdeep?
I guess it would.
I'll pull out one of my little bags and I'll pull out 5 platinum and I'll give him 5 platinum.
Oh, and he goes over and he gives you a book.
No,
You don't need to give me a book.
Oh,
You keep that.
I mean, no, you're buying it. I mean,
I'm
Tiff
not
will
buying
take
the
that one.
book. I'm
have a damn book, Ira!
Oh my god. I'll grab the book and I'll hand it to Tiff.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank
Ari will,
God. I'm
like-
a well-written, proclaimed, successful author in Chult
Who's leaving?
Yes.
who's gonna be
Yeah.
around for a couple more hours to sell some signed copies of Volo's Guide to Monsters.
She'll
I
like
feel
put
like that's
her,
the best we're gonna get.
her hands on his shoulders and be like, "Please leave today.
Okay.
Tomorrow
okay,
at the latest.
Okay.
Promise me."
I promise. Okay, I will.
Okay.
I'll go.
Enjoy your coffee. There is a bug in it, but enjoy it. And have a nice day.
Can I get another coffee? He goes back over towards the cafe that he was in. You guys keep on walking. And eventually you make it to the Brass Phoenix. You see, Brass Phoenix currently has like 40 people on it, and they are outfitting
Working
the
on
ship.
China,
Am I around here, or
Yeah,
am I
you're
like
around. You're
okay.
around.
we have a problem.
Big
What?
problem.
The giants followed us.
Of course they bloody did.
They're a few miles out. Tiff, you're very in the dark.
Not quite as much, but I didn't know there were giants attacking Waterdeep. That's news to me.
Yes, well
Yeah.
that's one of the 2 reasons we're here. Well, I guess it's technically the only reason we're here because
They-
Mart wasn't going to let us come just for the death curse. But one of the 2 reasons we're here is to find Artist Simber because he took an item that the giants possess. Like they owned it and he stole it somehow. And so we're here to find him because he should be here somewhere. And by here I mean on this entire island.
They weren't just like recklessly killing people. They were just throwing rocks.
Yeah.
Mostly
They were
buildings,
they were
but-
doing a show of force.
Yeah.
And I think they're giving us time to. Well, I thought they were giving us time.
Well, clearly
It's
they
possible
did.
they're not even around Waterdeep anymore. They might be here now.
Hopefully.
Possibly, but they haven't started attacking the city yet, so I don't know about that. They could very well be just applying pressure to Waterdeep to force us. And
It means a lot to you that they're attacking Waterdeep, doesn't it?
Hmm?
No, sorry.
Hmm.
That was directed at Tiff. Just noting her silence and.
It means something. As I said, I have family there, so. But I've kind of given up that part of my life. So it's good to hear that they have at least stopped throwing rocks.
Yes. I don't think Ari and I would have left if they were still attacking. We're here because this seems to be the only way to get them to stop.
Seems like fate's fortuitous. I'm so inclined to help out.
Well, that is good at least.
So we should really get the fuck out of here, right?
Yes.
So it would seem.
We need to go deal with that man in the fort so that
Yes.
hopefully soon Wakanga can give us the information that he's found.
Well, should we speak to Wakanga about what he exactly wants us to do? We have 2 weeks.
Well,
We have pirate ships to do. We have.
we need to make sure his man is safe. And if we're out at sea and we get lost,
Our job, from what I remember, was to bring the man to the person he wronged. Now I don't know. Now I don't know necessarily if he wants. I know he wants him safe, but I don't know if he wants us to necessarily go out and kill someone else. I think we should double check with him before we wantonly kill people.
He did. Very. He did just say, "Go kill all the pirates that I want you to kill too," though. So I don't know how much he really.
Yeah,
cares,
but pirates are different than a
These are.
random guide in a fort.
They're not random guys. They're
Wakanga-
flaming fist guys. They're not great
I don't know
either.
much about them.
They're
Wakanga
not good.
specified that he would prefer that he didn't die, that he wants him to live. I
Who?
think that
Well, you're the Harpers. I'm just the hired hand
Kamala.
here.
I can ask him. I can send a bird his way.
Should. Well, how long is this gonna take? There's a lot of people on the ship right now.
It's gonna take the rest of the day, probably.
Oh, okay. That's
So
fine.
we should
We'll be
spend
fine.
the day
Giant storm
preparing.
attack.
More or less, yeah. Maybe do some more dinosaur races on your own time if you
I'm
want.
not doing that anymore. I pull out
Honestly, good.
It was
fun to watch,
the
but
chest. I'll pull out a paper bird.
Okay.
And I'll write in. Jessamine was the merchant prince that we interacted with, right? That wants
Yes.
us to kill Shago.
Yep.
All right. I'll write that. Oh no, sorry. It wasn't. Oh, we need to also go talk to Thune in the Grand Souk Market, and it was not Jessamine. It was Quaothi.
Yeah.
Quaoth.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that wrong.
And I'll write in the note. Is it Quaothi or is it
Quaothe.
Quaothe?
Yeah.
Quaothe has ordered the death of Shago in return for the life of Omala. Is this something you advocate for us to do for you? And I'll sign it and I'll send it to Wakanga with a paper bird attached.
Okay. You fold it up, and it automatically folds itself into the origami, and then kind of flies off.
He should respond soon. We should find that insect repellent.
very good. Lead the way. Tiff, you would know better than us. Lead.
Go ahead.
The Grand Souk, the market place.
Mhm. I should know the way. And then Tiff will turn on her heel and start leading.
You guys make your way into the town.
As we're walking, Ari's gonna take Ira's hand and just walk with him, and she's gonna subtle spell cast Death Ward on him.
Death ward on
On
Ira.
Ira.
Subtle spell, so you're casting it, so I can't even tell that you're casting it.
Yep.
You don't even know, Ira, that you have death ward on you. That's so sweet.
Aw, don't get
Fucking-
yourself killed.
Fucking cast it on yourself.
Nah, I could.
But I won't.
See, and this is why subtle spell.
Just to let
So it's
everybody
supposed
know, because I want to be clear with all the rules that we're using, I am letting Spencer as Ari use the Unearthed Arcana class options to allow Ari to basically have a prepared spell list instead of a permanent one, and she can switch out literally one spell every long rest.
I swapped
So-
out
Okay.
Revivify for Death Ward.
That's pretty.
And
that's pretty good
Okay.
idea.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys
Given-
make your way over, and you see the.
Is that something that I can do too?
Look at your bard thingy, the
I'll have to go look
Arcana
at it.
class option.
I'll have to go look at that.
That's the only part we're using of it. I'm not
Yeah.
using any of the meta magic or anything.
I'll have to go look at that later. Don't worry about it for now.
It is the Grand Souk, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you guys make your way over, and it's this great place of lots of people running around, voices everywhere. It's pretty loud. You almost have to be at a higher volume just to speak and talk as you kind of push through crowds trying to get your way through different to different stalls and places. These big tarps of a bunch of different colors like reds and blues that kind of cast this light down to create a very colorful, busy, sweaty atmosphere in this place as people bark out. There are different sales for their markets and whatnot. And you guys make your way in. You go to where you were directed, and she said the name of the guy who could sell it to you was, I don't know if she gave you a name or not.
Thune is the name we have.
It was Thune.
Thune. So you guys go over and you do see like this little market stall, and it just says insect repellent and whatnot. And as you go over, you see this guy kind of sitting there, and he sees the rest of you kind of step over, and he's got this little like stall with jars in front of him, and he's also got like a stack of what looks like bricks behind him as well. And as you go over, there's this very pungent smell that smells a lot like incense as you head over, like very flowery, smoky, and pungent, like spice flavor scent as you head over towards him. He looks up towards all of you and he says, welcome friends. Do you need any kind of insect repellent? You make your way out into the jungle. You don't want things attacking you, giving you some sort of poison or disease. It'll ruin your journey. It'll be filled with bites. It would be a very difficult time making your way out into the further reaches of Chult if you don't buy some of these insect repellent.
Yes. Are you Thune?
Oh yeah, yes I am.
Yes. Keothe sent us.
Oh, she did she?
Yes.
Well then, I have a discount to give you then. I have these, and he kind of pulls up one of the bricks and he puts it down. It's wrapped up in this like cloth, and he opens it and he says, "This is a block of incense, and this for you is 5 copper pieces." And you burn it, and everywhere within about 20 feet from the incense, bugs will stay away from you. And he pulls out a gourd of this salve, and he pulls it.
How big
and
is
says,
the gourd?
The gourd is
Because I'm sorry, when I think of gourd, I think of Gaara from Naruto, but I'm sure it's not that big. Craig knows what I'm talking about, I think. Just like the size of a person.
no, it's not the size of a person. It's like this big.
Okay.
As of a
Just like
squash.
Kind of. It's just like this little like it's bottled on the top. It has like a little handle on it, and he holds it and he opens it. And when you look inside of it, it kind of looks like the best thing I can describe is like aloe vera. It's got
Okay.
this like sticky kind of like a substance to it as he opens it, and he says, "This is if you prefer to have the salve, this is 5 silver pieces for you." And it contains 20 or so applications of the salve here.
So 20
it
days.
will protect you as you walk. Well, it will last about 24 hours. And the best part, and he corks it, and he takes a little bit out of on his finger, and he it's like ShamWow. Like he pulls it and he does like this little demonstration as he greases it out onto the this like little platter that he has prepared, and he takes a little bit of water and he splashes it, and the water just kind of floats and droplets kind of stick on it. He says, "It's waterproof, so when it rains, it's a little too wet, you're sweating, it will stay on your skin,
Unlike
and that
the
will last on
incense.
your body if you're planning on traveling and you don't want to carry the incense around or something."
And you said
the
it's
incense is a
5
little
silver
bit
for
cheaper.
that?
5 silver for 1 gourd, and 5 copper pieces for for a block of incense.
How much do you have?
Oh, I've got about 20 blocks of incense, and I've got I'd say about 30 gourds. Actually, no, I've got about 40 blocks of incense.
Did he say how how much of the like paste there is? Like how many days?
There's enough for
that'll last?
20 applications, he said.
20
Each
applications.
application is 24 hours.
Yeah, 20 applications and it'll last 24 hours.
So 20 days, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy 3 gourds.
That's what I was thinking,
Alright.
too. I'll buy 3 gourds.
He gives you 3
I
of the
will as well.
gourds. All right. you
And
take
they're
each
how
of the
much?
gourds.
5 gold?
They are 5 silver each.
Okay.
So that'd be a gold and 5 silver.
Okay.
You're gonna buy 3, Sheena.
Yes.
All right. It's a
This
gold and 5
is
silver.
literally
Ira.
change for us.
The
Yeah.
gourd. It
It probably
is the
weighs
shitty
quite a
part.
lot,
It
huh?
weighs 5 pounds.
Yeah. I got a bag
All
of
of them
holding.
into my bag of holding.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
bag of holding,
I'll
there
put
you
mine
go.
in my bag of
Do you-
holding.
Do you also have a bag of holding? I thought we only had one.
No, because I bought one when we got
Oh.
all the money from Dragon Heist to store
That's
all
what
of
it
the
was.
money.
Right.
I was like, we're gonna need some place to put all of this, and so I went and found a bag of holding. Another bag of holding.
Do you sell sunscreen?
Sunscreen? I don't think we'll need it in the jungle.
Oh, you mean to stop the sunburns?
Yes.
Um,
Or know someone who does?
no.
Do you know anyone who does?
You know, I think there would be something like that down at the end of the Souk. There is a man by the name of Tonga. He does
Mhm.
sell something similar to that, though it is very expensive.
Okay. And one more question. Do you know if the mosquitoes will bite my monkey?
Yes, they will bite anything.
Does the salve work on the monkey?
Yeah.
Does the monkey have blood?
Yes.
It will bite the monkey.
No, the salve. The
Oh, the salve works on the monkey, yes.
Okay. It won't bother his hair. Should I get a little block for him? He could carry it?
Yeah, I'd just say the block would be easier.
Okay, I'm gonna buy a
block of
A
incense
block-
for him to
block of
carry.
incense.
Like
for
you watch as what's his name?
Bop,
What's the name of the fucking monkey?
bop,
I call him Bop.
Bop?
bop.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
not his
his-
name.
It's
That's
not
his
his name,
name.
but that's what I call him.
That's his
Okay,
name.
He goes over, he opens the gourd, he sniffs it, and he goes, ah! He kind of puts it back on.
I give him a little block of incense.
Give him a little block. He holds it. He sniffs it. He licks it.
No.
He holds it.
And those last for how long?
Well, you have to burn it. They last
but-
for 8 hours.
I'll buy like 5 of them.
Here, I was actually gonna buy a bunch myself. So why don't you just let me do that, and then I'll hold on to them for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a gourd and then 4 blocks.
So that's a gourd and 4 blocks. That's 2 silver. That's 7 silver.
Yeah.
And he says, "All right, thank you very much, and I'm always happy to serve friends of Coyote."
Mhm. Thank you. And we'll go find sunscreen.
Yeah, I want to go buy some
All right,
sunscreen.
you go over at the end of the souk, and there's this little another merchant stall. This dude, and he looks up to you and he just says, "Oh, are you looking to protect yourself from the sun?"
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I create this. And he holds up like a little bowl, and the bowl has like this like white kind of like goopy kind of stuff in it. He says, "It will protect you from the sun."
I'm gonna. How much?
10 gold
For how
Okay.
much?
a
Yeah.
gourd.
And that lasts 20 days.
Yes, it's the same thing as the insect repellent.
3
It's
gourds, please.
Yeah.
3
3 gourds,
gourds of
please.
sunscreen.
I don't want to burn.
We'll each take 3 gourds.
That's fair. You guys
So it's
take
30
it.
gold.
Have you seen Ari? She's whiter than I am.
That's true.
I'll give him 3 platinum.
Thank you. Your friend down the way sent me.
Oh,
If you guys have a connection at all, I don't know.
I do know him.
Okay. Well, he sent business to you. Maybe you could send business down to him. And I'll walk away.
Okay, all right, you walk away. All right, what are you guys doing?
I guess. Anything else we need to do to prepare? I'm waiting for the paper bird.
I want to check on something just to see. Tiff, do you know where like a magic item shop is? I want to see if I can get a better sword.
It's possible. The best place we should probably speak with is Makanga himself. He is the merchant of all magical things. There's probably a shop I could think of. I don't entirely know what the prices might be like.
Is
We can
there a shop,
check.
Jacob?
Is there a what?
A magic shop.
A
Magic
shop?
item. A magic item shop.
Well, it's a good question.
Tiff was saying maybe, but it might be pretty expensive.
Tiff, roll a history check.
I will do so. That would be a 10 total? No, I'm sorry, 12 total.
You know that the only person that is good, there's no like magic shops.
Mhm.
People can't just sell magic items like
Yeah.
that. It would destroy the economy. It would. What you know is that there are certain people who can get you magic items.
Yeah.
Certain merchant princes that can do this, and the one and only one who can do it is Wakanda.
Yeah, I think he'd probably be the best.
All right. I mean, we could speak with him, but we're waiting on his bird anyways. So.
Yes.
And as you say that, a bird flies over to Ira. Sorry, can you remind me exactly what you had said again?
Is this from? I'm sorry. Is this from WoW?
Yes.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Okay.
stuff is from WoW.
Wow. World of Warcraft has a lot of really great, like
The music is really good.
Mhm.
jungly kind of
Yeah.
themed.
I think because they have like a jungle area, so.
So what I said was, Kaothi has asked us to kill a man known as Shaga, in return for Omala's life. Is this something you advocate us doing for you? Basically saying, do you want us to do this, or do you want us to let Omala?
He sends back I want my man freed. I do not condone no, I wouldn't say that. He just says, if the man is important in Zaru, we'll have to find another way to gain Omala back.
If he is important in Zaru?
But he says, I doubt Quayothe sent you to assassinate someone important in Zaru. That would be bad for her reputation.
Okay. So, what I'm gathering from this is, yes.
Yep. It's like him saying, no, do
Right.
not do that.
All right. Yep, we have a job to do, and I'll. You know what? I'll rip it up.
Perfect.
Mm. He's given the go-ahead.
Yes.
Then I
Paper
suppose it
birds
is.
should rip themselves up like the
Well, yeah,
the
like the-
howlers in
howlers.
Harry Potter.
It's like you read it, and then at the end it says, "This message will rip
Stop
in
the
3,
strap.
2, 1."
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense. They're written
They're
or
made
they're
for
made
that.
by spies.
Well, you can throw them in fire or rip them
Yeah.
up. But yeah,
I suppose we have.
I am gonna keep a hold of the pieces though, Jacob, until we get to water, and then I'll dump it in the water
All right,
Or
sounds
fire.
good.
or fire. I mean,
All
Yeah,
right.
just give it
you're
to
a
Tina
fire
and she
genasi,
just
right?
light
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, just put it in my hair.
You guys, what are you doing for the rest of the day? Sorry.
I think we're prepped. Oh
I
no.
thought we were gonna go.
We
Sword.
could go see about getting China a sword.
I was just thinking about it, but I don't think we necessarily need to.
Oh, I'm interested in magic. If we're gonna
Then
go,
we could. If you're interested, then
wizard,
let's
so
let's drop by our very well-connected friend.
Do you think
Hey,
maybe
you
we
guys-
should do it after we've done one of the jobs for him?
But we very well could say that this is for the job, which it is.
he has scrolls that I'm interested in too.
I'm hesitant to become indebted to a prince.
Well, I'm not very
indebted
indebted
pay
if we.
him, right?
Indeed. That's the difference.
Mm,
Pay our debts.
money's great and all, but they're going to ask mainly for favors. And if he's going to give you a sword to go on this adventure,
I'm not asking to just give it. I'm asking how much it would cost to get one.
I think we'll read the room. If what you say is true, we can just
This
find
is my first time dealing with people like this, so not my first time having to pay off debts.
I'll trust you guys then.
Guys, make your way over towards the Merchant Prince villa and head into the into Wakanga's place. As I'm changing the music real fast, I'm sorry.
My food should be here in like 10 minutes. So.
Okay. All right, you guys. Oh my goodness.
This music is something else.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah,
from
yeah, yeah.
Journey. It's good. It's just really hyper.
I wasn't meaning to play this. Okay, you guys head over towards the Merchant Prince Villa, and you make it over to Wakanga's, and you head in. And as you go over, you do find him actually just walking around the kind of center courtyard area of his home. He looks over and he says, "Oh, my friends,
Greetings. Greetings.
I received your message."
Yes, I didn't know at the time that we were coming to speak with you, or I would have.
Yeah, well, that was a last minute.
It's all right. It's fine. What I would have elaborated on, which I could not have as the paper was too small, is in any way we should try to please Queothe. Be difficult to get around her. She's fiery, she has a temper, and she's very, very stubborn. And without her, we wouldn't have Tej, we wouldn't have insect repellent. So I'm willing to work with her, but there's not much I can do about assassination inside the city.
It's
Where is
not
this man?
within the city. He's in. It's in my notes.
It's with the flaming fist.
He's in
Yeah, the
Base.
flaming fists up north.
in the
Oh,
fort.
this might benefit me as well. Please kill this man.
Then we shall do so. The question we had, though, taking on these various jobs. Well, the question I had, and I know Ari was interested as well.
He did offer.
We're wondering about if you had any magic that you would be willing to part with for coin.
Part with, no, but willing to get you for a price, yes.
That's what I was saying. Part with coin.
No one gets magical things without me in this city.
Of course.
What are you looking for?
I was personally wondering about an enchanted sword of some sort. A better.
There's many kinds of enchanted swords. They're difficult to get the hand of, but I could get it here. I don't have a stockpile on them. I just have friends that could bring them to me.
If you could, that would be nice to hunt down.
Sure.
More or less, I'm just looking for a +1 or above. But
He looks at you. He looks you over and he says, "There are types of swords that have enchantments of fire on them.
I have one similar, but it's not very powerful.
You're just looking for a sword that is crafted and magical in nature."
Mainly, I know that there are some problematic creatures out there that can hamper such a. But does not have the hampering of such weapons.
Yes, you're right. Well, how much are you willing to spend?
How much do you think it would cost?
Roll a persuasion check.
Not great.
5. He says these things they make up their own prices based on the buyer. You know, there's different levels of enchantments I could find. There are people who are willing to gather more powerful things based on how much coin you have. So I ask you, how much are you willing to spend?
I can very easily well drop 1,000 gold on it.
1,000 gold could get me something here. In 3 days.
We should have your man free by then. That would be very beneficial for your other job. So,
Well then, if you would like, I'll take after a payment now, or you can give it all to me now. Up to you.
let's go with the half the payment first, and
That's all I need.
if
for
we
the
are able to,
shipment.
if you are able to provide, then the other half will be.
Of course. He goes over and he takes 500 gold,
Yep.
and he says, "Come back to me in 3 days, and I will have your weapon for you."
Ooh,
I look forward to it.
you
Good
had
doing
mentioned
business.
that you have
What
spell
kind of
scrolls.
sword, by the way?
Short.
Got it. Sorry. Continue, Artie.
You mentioned you sell spell scrolls. Are they only
Do-
Are they only wizard spells?
No, I can gather. I have spell scrolls of all kinds. I have people. I have a. I have those here actually. Those don't have to ship out. Any kind of spell scroll or potion that you need, I could give it to you.
Do you have one called Commune?
He goes over and he says, "Come with me." And he leads you kind of upstairs. He goes over to like a workroom and he pulls over like a.
I'm
book
gonna
and
follow
scrolls through
too.
it.
I'm kind of curious if.
Yeah, and he looks down and he
I'm assuming we
says,
all kind of
yes.
follow.
What level is Commune?
Fifth.
Fifth.
Yes.
He says, "Oh yes, yes, I could get that to you. Those are a bit easier to negotiate on prices at 640 gold pieces."
Oh, I'll give him that 640.
Mhm.
And you roll it that it comes with the component, right? Or do I need to go find that?
No, it comes with the component. It's not that it comes with the component. The scroll acts as the component.
Oh.
So it's not like it comes with the fucking thing you need to do. You can just, it'll just do it for you.
It's like built into the
Yeah.
scroll, the magic.
He goes over and he goes over to like a shelf, and he begins to kind of look around, and then you watch as he pulls out like a scroll tube, and then he holds the tube, turns it, and then you watch as his eyes glow white, and the tube disappears. And then like 4 seconds later, the tube comes back into his hands, and he hands it to you.
Thank you.
And inside of it is the scroll of command.
That's all I wanted.
Cool.
Anyone else?
No, I think I'm good for now.
I suppose we have the rest of the day.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Do we leave
Let
at
me know
night?
if you need anything else.
I mean, we could leave at night. It'll take us a little while to get there. What is it?
What-
90 miles?
How long did I say it would take to?
It's like a day on ship to get to land.
Yeah, it's 10,
No,
20,
How
30.
long is it going to take to
40,
outfit your
50.
ship?
Oh, you said the end of the day.
The rest of the day, I think is what you said.
Yeah. So at night, that will be done.
Yeah, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. It'll be about a full day's travel. It'll be about a 4 days travel to get to the beach that's nearest to the fort.
It wouldn't be the worst to land at night, I suppose.
No, it would not. We can slip out in the night.
Can
So I just discovered that. This is up to you guys if you want to keep using World Anvil or not. I'll talk about it on break.
we? Okay.
Okay.
We'll
Speaking
continue.
of break, my food's here, so.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, let's decide what you guys are going to do real fast, and then
Yeah.
we'll do that. So you guys gonna at the end of the day, once it's nighttime, you're gonna head off on the ship towards the.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tiff, you gonna do anything? If not, it's cool.
No, other than we should probably. I guess I have a question about. Were they harassed by what's in the bay when they first arrived?
Nope, they have not talked about it.
Hmm. Do I anticipate them being harassed on the way out?
Yes.
Okay, then I would probably have that conversation, but that's probably a whole thing.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Tiff will probably have that conversation as the boat's being finished.
Cool. Tiff is going to talk to you guys about some stuff, but On that note, we're going to go ahead and go a break.
Yeah.
It'll take like 15 minutes for audience. We'll be back in like a second.
Yeah.
See you in a second. So you guys have, it is around nighttime now, and you guys have, the ship is finished being outfitted with its new cannons and stuff, and you guys are preparing to head out at around sunset. As soon as it's like this bluish kind of purple color in the sky, Chult behind you getting ready for night once again, and you guys prepare to get ready.
I have a technical question to start us off.
Yep, no problem.
So normally, not saying this to say normally, but how I've done it in the past, primordial is kind of like a dialect for like Aquan. And
primordial works for
like the lesser ones.
Yeah. So
okay.
Gina, you speak primordial, right? Do you speak primordial?
I speak primordial.
Okay, so you speak Aquan, Igwin, Terran, and Orin. You speak all four of them.
I just want to make sure before I start moving my mouth and not entirely know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Well, Atlantica only knew Aquan, not...
Yeah, because that was a specific sea elf trait.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess Tiff will kind of wait till everyone kind of gets back to the deck of the ship and kind of finish their things, and probably bring up the major problem she's going to have with the party.
Okay. You gather everybody up and you kind of go over together, and Tiff kind of comes over to the rest of you.
So we have a slight issue. There is a good creature that likes to make its home in the Bay of Chult, and like a bandit on the road, requires tithe to enter and exit. It protects Port Nyanzaru, but we have to appease it before we leave, or it could sink our ship.
Oh.
Surprised we didn't see that before.
I am surprised as well. You may have got lucky. Maybe Syndra had some kind of deal already made with it. Clearly, the way I'm talking about it, it's intelligent. It's a dragon turtle.
I'm sorry, what?
What? I've not seen one of those before.
This one's, about as big as you think it might be. It is blind in one eye. So it does have a blind sight, but I wouldn't risk your vessel over it.
No, my vessel's a little big to hide in a blind spot. All right, I guess we'll have to cross that.
Well, what is it like? Gold?
Well, it's avarice, just as a dragon. So it'll take anything of gold, anything of value. It's important to kind of have that ready, or it'll maybe take a liking to the ship and want pieces that you've now just upgraded it with.
Do we just throw it into the water? Does it come up?
Every time's a little different, but it should stop us, and then we just, I believe we have a conversation with it. It's probably the best way to do it.
I'll open up.
I believe
Sorry, finish your statement.
I believe I can speak to it, maybe rudimentarily, but I should be able to.
Does it speak dragon? I know dragon.
That makes it much easier. I speak primordial, but not necessarily draconic fluently, so that may be the best one to start with.
I'll reach into my bag, Jacob, my bag of holding, and pick out one of my bags of platinum, and I'll kind of hand it over to Tiff, and it'll be one that has 25 platinum in it. Do you think that would suffice?
Do you say there's 25 platinum in it? Or you just kind of give me the bag?
I give you the bag. Well, I don't say what's in it. But the bag, you can open it. It's a bag.
Okay. She opens it and goes, well, I don't know if it's going to be this greedy, but maybe if you want to grease some wheels, maybe. You might be able to pay for a voyage forward and back. Your boat is awfully unique.
All right. Sounds good. Just when we sail out, it'll come to us, or?
As I said, I wish there was more. It's a creature.
I assume we'll play it by ear.
Yes,
I think that's the best. Just don't be surprised.
Okay.
It's the best I can offer.
Oh, dear.
I'll be ready.
Looks like we're ready to set sail, though. If everyone's good for this little voyage.
Yeah. Also, he lets Tiff keep the bag. By the way, if you're gonna be the one to talk to him, then
I will make sure that I will gesture it to kind of to Ari or myself and kind of see how she wants to gauge this, considering she'll be probably doing most of the talking.
We can go together just in case it does
Okay.
know your language and not the one I know.
I will
can
go
at
as
least
well if you
understand
mentioned
it.
primordial, and plus I am the captain, so no matter what,
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
Okay, I will hold on to it. I'll put it somewhere that's visible. Tiff's gonna grab like some dirt off like the dock and put it in a bag and bring it with her.
All right, everyone ready?
Yep.
Then we set sail.
I'll make sure
Guys.
that I'll be able to understand it as well. Actually, do I
You
speak?
guys head out. The sails go aboard. The crew comes to life, and everybody begins plotting out the course. Darren kind of navigates over, and the rest of the crew prepares to move their way along. Your bosun gets ready. He's barking orders towards people to get down to the lower decks because he doesn't want his ship to get destroyed by a dragon turtle. So he's putting that out there, making sure that repairs are there in case they need to be. And the ship is ready to go as you guys sail out of the port. Past this like huge chain kind of thing, kind of lowers itself as you make your way out and into the sea, into the Bay of Chult. And it's pretty smooth sailing as you're heading along. Nothing seems to be going on into the distant night as the sun slowly sets and the stars become ever more visible as you tread along dark, inky black waters. Until there is about 10-15 minutes into leaving, a splashing sound.
You are not kidding about how aggressive they'll be at appearing. making
It's
appearance.
uncanny.
I'll cast comprehend languages on myself.
Okay. The sea ahead roils and churns, and waves crash over the bow of your ship. Driven by saw-toothed hills rising from the heaving foam, water streams off the rising crags like rivers crashing down a mountainside. At last, the emerging island stops growing in size, although the sea around you still tosses your ship like a drifting feather. Then a huge blast of steam erupts from the waves, and through the drifting rainbow-crossed mist, you see an immense beak and a milky eye the size of a hog's head, cast staring blindly in your direction. As the water calms, you also spot a dozen or so shark fins circling the ship. I'll go ahead and send you guys a picture real fast.
Good luck, Ari, and I'll give Ari a bardic inspiration.
Sweet.
Tiff's going to summon her halberd with her,
Okay, you summon the halberd.
like the blue flames kind of being like a torch for.
I need, Sheena, I need you to make a charisma check real fast. Your crew is freaking
Shitting their
out.
pants?
I would have Darren make it actually.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
first
I can
mate.
pull up his character sheet.
Well, have Darren make a charisma check.
Can you give me a second?
She is the captain, but she's more of like the administrator, while Darren deals more directly with the crew usually. That's how the first mate usually handles it.
I wanted to quickly go to Ari real fast and
Just-
say, I've forgotten something very crucial. Its name.
Oh.
Just straight charisma.
Yes.
Its name is Arimag, or Arimag, Aremag.
Arimag?
That's the name I have for it.
14.
Okay, the crew is slowly being kind of calmed down by Darren, who's trying to keep steady. The giant,
Probably
Dragon
most of the
turtle
focus having to
creature.
go towards Ayla.
it's like Sheena, it's it's bigger than your ship.
Mhm.
It circles around it, and as it begins to circle, it looks at all of you with its one eye, and you just hear this bellowing voice in Draconic speak. I demand tribute.
Ari's gonna walk over to Tiff and set out her hand and ask for the bag of platinum.
She will hand it over and then stay no more than 3 feet behind Ari.
Okay. Ari will walk over to wherever it is closest to the edge of the ship and hold out her hand and say, "This is the Brass Phoenix's offering to you, Aromag," in Draconic.
Open it.
I'll open it and.
And you
Does he want
watch
me
as,
to,
like, his eye just kind of like turns and like looks
Okay.
over, and like it gets closer and it like peers inside the bag. What is in the bag?
25 platinum, you said?
250 gold.
Yeah.
Looks down. Adequate. And it opens its maw. And as it does, you see barnacles are growing along the side of its jaw. There's this awful stench of fish and also metal coming from the inside of its mouth. And it's like a cave on the inside, dripping with water all over the place. And it just...
All right, we'll just...
You toss the bag into its mouth, and as it does, like a snapping turtle, its mouth comes closed, and you're almost blown back by the force of the air coming from you as it snaps its jaw, and it slowly sinks back into the water, bubbles moving its way upwards until this massive dark figure slowly disappears over the course of a couple of minutes. The sharks swim away from your ship, and all is quiet.
Oh,
That was a wonderful job.
thank you. That wasn't terrifying at all.
Well, if it was, you didn't show it.
And that's just their pet?
Tentative protector.
I assume as long as people keep paying.
Oh, yes.
Well,
This place gets stranger and stranger by the day.
Now we haven't even set foot into the jungle.
No, we have not.
All right. You guys are making your way over to... Sorry. You guys make your way further into... off into the sea towards Fort Illyrian. And how long is it? 20 miles?
It's
No.
90 miles to
That's
get
what, 3 hours? No.
No, it's a day. It's a no,
A day.
no. I think it's a full day travel.
Your ship
Just
is
about,
4
yeah.
miles an hour, right?
Yes, it moves at exactly 4 miles an hour and 96 miles per day.
Okay, so it's going to take 22 hours. So the ship goes on, continuing throughout the bay, slowly making its way along. You see the massive kind of jungle mountains in the distance, moving along. You occasionally see just birds flying off. You're staying pretty close to the coast. It's always kind of in view. It's almost always in sight as you make your way along. Gina, can you roll a d20? No modifier.
What is this? What is this? Or is it just a green dot there?
Because that's
It's the
the
emerald eye.
is where the location of the thing is.
It's the
Oh, I
the,
see.
pirate ships.
I see.
If you zoom, I think if you zoom out, it turns into. It's supposed to be circles, but for some reason they turned into lines. It's weird. I got an 11.
Okay. You're good. The night continues on as you guys sail through it, and you guys can long rest aboard the ship. The crew takes care of piloting and all of that stuff. It doesn't take all freaking 30 people to run the ship. It really only takes like 4 or 5, and they go off in shifts. There's not one person always at the wheel. There's people in shifts who take the wheel. And Darren keeps an eye out for the crew, making sure they're staying in check. And Gina, you've already given orders and whatnot, so you guys have sleep in some cots for the night on the Brass Phoenix. It's for some of you the movement of the waves in the sea slowly rocks you to sleep, and maybe for some of you it makes you really sick and you hate it. But regardless, the night goes on. Eventually, you wake up the next day, sun shining through the portholes on the boat. And as you make your way upwards, it's still very hot, though there's a bit of a breeze now coming in onto the ship. It's much more bearable now that you're out on the ocean. There's wind coming in, and it feels very, very refreshing, very nice. You're still sweating, but it's not blocked off by all the mountains and the buildings in Chult. It's just hitting you right in the face. You smell that salty sea air and the brine as you get closer and closer towards the fort. And you guys will get there towards the end of the day. It'll be about maybe 5 o'clock by the time you guys hit port. Are you guys doing anything aboard the ship for the rest of the day?
When Ari wakes up, she wants to cast Commune.
Okay.
The spell scroll.
Okay. Can you cast? Is commune in your in your
Yes.
spell list? It
I
is.
have access to it. I haven't taken it.
So, and commune is a 5th level spell. Can you cast 5th level spells?
Pretty sure.
If you can cast 5th level spells, then
Yeah.
you can just fucking cast this.
Yep.
Okay. How does Ari cast it?
She probably spends a good portion of the night going through and doing her little routine where she leaves like random shit in people's beds, like
Oh my god.
like a rubber snake, or
Amazing.
like the good old put jelly in someone's shoe,
The crew
hiding
hates-
people's stuff.
Hates you guys on the ship.
Yeah, just random crap like that, and then I assume by doing this it pleases Viridia, and he makes his appearance known or his presence known, and allows me to ask him some things.
Perfect. Yeah, you kind of like coax him forward and summon him
Yeah.
as you do so, and eventually during the day you take the scroll and you focus on your magic and your spells, and eventually the scroll begins to kind of fade upwards into the air, creating kind of like this dust, and the dust begins to kind of swirl around you and eventually form into the spell. You
Mhm.
close your eyes and the world around you kind of goes dark, and you seem to be, it's like you're meditating. It's like you're not even where you are anymore. It's like an out of body kind of thing. You can just feel like you've pressed somewhere beyond the material. And you hear a voice in the back of your neck. What do you need?
Oh, I have some questions. If you could answer them,
A couple of
that'd
suggestions.
be really great. I have 3 of them. Do you know where Artist Simber is?
Oh,
Shit. Could you figure out where he is?
he's hidden himself. Undetectable.
Even from you?
Something is protecting his location. Not even I can see beyond the veil.
Okay. Is Waterdeep still under siege?
Yes.
Well.
Though the city is in panic. And many things are attempting to be organized. No more casualties have fallen beyond the city. The giants have it on a lockdown.
I only get to ask 3 questions, so.
As you do this, he kind of turns towards you and he says, "Be still on your path, Ari."
See you later. She like opens her eyes
You open your eyes.
and goes back to her business of
Cool.
making this worse.
Yeah, you do so. You go over. Who do you find first?
Because Darren gave away my my prank, I'd like to find his quarters. I
Okay.
assume since he's part of like the main crew, he might have a little bit of a better accommodation.
He probably has like his own cabin.
And I'd like to try to sneak into his room if I
Okay.
can. And I
Darren
want,
doesn't leave it locked.
okay. And I want to find a way to make like a tripwire at the
Okay.
base of his door, and
Okay.
then I want to leave like something that would be kind of gross to like to fall into in the floor.
Fish guts?
Like, yes, that'll
Okay.
do.
Great, you do that. And I'm not gonna have you roll because your Duck King helps you, and you make your way up. You guys are getting closer and closer towards the bay, and the day kind of goes on. Eventually, wind pops up here and there, occasionally getting a little bit of speed, but not all that much. You don't see the fort yet, not until getting closer and closer in. Darren kind of looks off, and Darren and Sheena are kind of up there making sure you're going in the right direction. He's like, "Are you sure that's where the fort is?" And
It's what it's supposed to be.
all right.
right
And he kind
on the map.
of he looks off and he says, "I think we're heading in the right direction. We may need to adjust a couple of the sails to make sure that we." Do you know if there's a port?
It doesn't show on the map. I doubt it. So probably
Let
have
me check the
to.
map. He goes over and he opens the door to his place, and you Chino, watch as he opens it. He trips. You watch as he just up, like he yells. He's falling face first. His door shuts, and you hear a.
You okay?
Door opens. He's covered in fish guts. Where's Ira?
I don't know.
No. Where's Ira?
I think he's down on the other side, near the bow.
Right. We're going the right direction. He goes downstairs. He goes over to Ira. He says, he finds you, Ira. You smell something awful, like fish guts, approaching you. And as he gets closer, you just see Darren. He looks a little dirty. He's got like a little bruise on his forehead. He looks over at you and he says, "Hey, this was either you, or is your girlfriend?"
Wife.
Didn't know that. Still. Who was it?
I don't think I'm at liberty to say.
It was her. And he gets up and he walks across here. He's like, "Where is she?
I don't know.
Where is she?" Kind of looking around. Eventually, he finds you, Ari, and he just locks eyes with you and he says,
Ooh, you
Hey,
stink.
Jacob, I would like to stealthily follow behind Darren
"Okay."
and be Ari.
In Ira's clothes?
I'll disguise self to make the clothes look proper too.
God damn it. Okay. He looks over at you, Ari, and you say that, and he goes,
She's playing with the monkey.
I will return the favor."
What do you mean? He hears behind him.
Nope, I'm not doing this. I'm not playing this game. I have work to do. And he walks up the stairs.
Oh, that was boring.
Can the both of you stop getting in the way of the operations of the ship? I don't want to crash into rocks and all of us die because you decided to put a fish guts down.
As Tina continues talking, Ira and Ari, you both hear her like, "I don't want to have to crash into rocks." At quack 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 quack.
Oh my
Does
god.
everyone hear her quacking?
No, only you two.
Got it?
That's very... Yeah,
Can you
definitely.
repeat?
No, it's fine. We understand completely.
Yep.
Good.
Quack.
If you are a threat to my ship, I will throw you overboard.
Gotcha.
Oh, aren't you cute? Look at you, Ira. Oh,
Darren just jumps in the ocean and then gets back on the ship.
I thought it would be a little bit funnier than it was. And Darren
Yeah.
seemed already kind of done. Anyways,
And
and
actually,
then
before that happens,
just-
can I actually add myself to that?
Yeah. What happens?
I want Tiff to come stomping down wherever they're at.
Yeah. You come stomping down. You see two Aris.
I want to go,
hi.
okay, who put jelly in my boots? Because one.
point at Ira real
We
quick.
point at each
Aris
other.
point at each other.
This is not quite midday yet, but she's sweating now. She's like, these are designer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They cost so much.
I'll clean them.
No, they're fine this way.
it's really
and
not
I'm
that hard.
she'll storm off.
Designer water.
I thought they were A-list. They were pretty.
You hear a scream.
Huh?
There's a snake in my cot.
How much have you been doing?
I've been bored, and Viridia told me to do it.
That's fair.
All right. The day goes on, and eventually, you guys, it's the sun begins to kind of slowly set during the day, and you pull up onto land. When you hit land, you still do not see any kind of fort, but you do see what looks like a clearing, an opening. There's not a lot of jungle over here, but it does look like it's like a hill that rises upwards. You pull off a good distance away. There's no port at all to stay over here, and you're a good like I'd say like 100 feet, 200 feet out from the shore.
We have little boats.
I'm assuming that there are like most ships have like a rowboat on them to.
I mean,
to take over.
You have a rowboat.
Yeah,
Alright,
so-
who's going on the rowboat?
I think all 4 of us.
And
All
then,
4 of you.
Yep.
Do you take the monkey?
no, I leave him here. I tell him to be good, and I tell Ayla to feed him.
Ayla plays
Not
the
too many
monkey the
bananas
whole
because they're really sweet, and he might go crazy.
time.
It's like
Okay,
giving him sugar.
got it. She goes, I'm going to give you more bananas so you like me.
He's gonna rip out your hair because he will be hyper.
No, he won't.
Well,
You guys get into
you'll
the rowboat, and you guys boat your way over towards the shore, and you make your landing on the sandy beach of this side of Cholt.
Question, Jacob.
Yes.
Would prestidigitation suffice for cleaning Tiff's boots?
Yes.
I'll just cast that while we're on
You
the
cast
rowboat.
it. Your boots are jellyless.
I'll look down and go, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I
as we're
don't think either of us expected that you would wear designer boots in a jungle. So
Yeah, I completely agree. They're custom made though for the jungle though.
as we're rowing over, Ari is slathering her face and like any exposed area with sunscreen, and then does the same with the insect repellent.
insect repellent.
Amazing.
I'll do
You
that too.
Lather yourself in a
Yeah, might as well.
thick layer.
Luckily,
of-
the vast majority of Ira is already covered in clothing, so
All right, you guys begin to make.
I
your way
imagine,
through the
like-
jungle.
Ari just has like the white nose.
Yep.
From the
So-
sunscreen.
I will say, because there's no jungle here, you guys can make it to Fort Valerian in the day. But if you continue to walk through the night, it's nighttime. So what are you guys doing? Are you gonna walk for like a couple of hours, camp, and then continue towards the fort, or are you just gonna press on through the night?
So the question is, do we want to show up under the
Cover of night.
cover of night? We could sleep here on the beach, and then
I think it would personally be better to do it under the cover of night. Get the
all right. But if the thing is, if we sleep here on the beach, then by the time we finish walking in the morning, it should be about nighttime again. By the time we make it to the fort.
very true. We should just. But why sleeping on the beach and not just on the brass beams?
Because sleeping on the beach is more fun.
What? There's. Okay.
It's like an adventure.
If as
It's
your
just any-
guide, I'd like to recommend that the vines can strangle you in your sleep.
So we should do it on the beach and not in the jungle.
If we decide to sleep, yes.
And make sure that we burn any vines that we come across.
If we're sleeping, if you're sleeping here, then I'm just gonna go back to the ship and row back in the morning.
Okay.
So are we staying here, or are we moving deep now?
How far are we from are we on the land?
You're on the beach.
Yeah, so I
Oh.
think here,
Then
let
Tiff is
me-
digging her heels in and going,
let me do this.
I'm staying right here.
So if I understand right, the party is effectively right about there right now. If you're on the roll 20.
Yeah, I assume that the brass phoenix is right about there.
Yep.
And so since
Um,
Fort Valerian shows up on like the edge of that tile, and we're kind of like in between two tiles, I assume we could get to the fort in one
It's
day's
more that
journey.
there's also no jungle, so you'll make it there in a day.
Right.
Okay, so you guys are gonna do it tomorrow.
Yes. And do it to where we appear in the cover of night.
Okay. Chena, you're sleeping on the ship?
I'm just gonna roll back,
You
sleep,
guys are
and then come
sleeping on
back.
the beach.
But that also means we didn't need to put on all of the sunscreen and stuff yet. It's nighttime.
I thought it was daytime. I'll just say I put on the insect repellent and not the sunscreen.
Right, you do so.
Yeah.
I need the three of you who are camping on the beach, looking at the stars, having a nice night. It's very peaceful. The lapping of the waves gently kind of puts you to sleep. Are you guys doing any watches? You all sleeping all at once?
We should definitely do watches.
I'm gonna get out my my tent, and I'm gonna set it up. And then outside my tent, I'm going to cast Guardian of Faith.
Ooh, Guardian of Faith.
It's a 2-person tent, yeah?
And no.
Oof. Does Ari also has a 1-person tent?
No, I'm joking. It's a 2-person tent.
Like, how did you talk Jacob? I do it on 2.
And my my little what is my spectral little thing this time, Jacob?
Your little spectral thing? What do you mean?
Yeah,
Because the Guardian of Faith appears as like a thing.
an object.
Oh,
Remember, it used to be like a what is it? What was it, like a pool noodle?
Yeah, there
there's
was
a
a
pool
rubber
noodle. It's
chicken.
been a dildo. It's
Yeah.
been today. It is a rubber chicken,
Rubber chicken.
and the shield is a giant whoopee cushion.
Okay.
In case you didn't know, Craig, Viridia is the trickster.
I'm slowly realizing.
Have you? You know, to commune, she had to play like 4
But-
pranks and.
Is the rubber chicken a duck? Can it be a rubber duck?
Sure.
Cool.
It is
Okay.
Duck King.
So you guys are separating into watches.
Yeah.
Let's do a first watch.
So I'm sure Ira and Ari have been over this a bunch of times. Your guardian won't attack me if I walk. Right.
No, it'll
Right.
it'll attack anyone who is hostile to us.
Okay. I assume something's happened one time where like Ira tried to play a prank on Ari and the thing thought it as hostile and tried to hit him.
I think that did happen. I think someone in when we were playing through Curse of Strahd threw a snowball at Ari and it just
It was
whacked
Ira.
him. It won't hit you guys as long as you don't try to kill me in my sleep.
Well, that's not gonna happen. I'll keep first watch. I don't mind.
You
Okay.
wake up with Tiff dead in the morning.
Oh,
What did she do? All right, so roll a d20. Whoever's doing first watch.
That would be me. I'm just gonna roll initiative and then just subtract 6 from it. 18.
Roll percentage.
Fuck.
You're going to roll 20. If you go into roll 20, Colton,
Uh-huh.
you can. There's a percentage.
I know.
choice.
/roll D100. Right. 98.
Okay. As you are sitting there, watching Ira, you. What's your passive perception? 17?
Yep. I did not realize that Ira had the highest passive perception in the party.
You see, as you're sitting there and you're waiting and you guys are going along, the jungle in the distance kind of begins to move a bit.
Oh no.
And then you see, as you're kind of sitting there and you're looking around, you're watching, there's like these beautiful plants off in the distance that are they look strange. They have like a cactus bottom almost, and then like 3 flowers coming off the top of it. One of them being like this deep red, beautiful flower. One of them being like a bright orange, and then like a yellow with like purple around the sides of it. It's just sitting over there. And then, as you're kind of watching and you're looking around, the flower's closer.
The flowers are moving.
You think so? It's closer on the beach to you. And you notice its little tiny roots are moving along in the sand.
I'll go to Tiff, and I'll wake her up.
All right. Tiff, you've been asleep for like an hour, and you wake up.
Okay,
Sorry
she'll
about
stir.
this, but you probably know more about these things than either Ari or I, and I'll point out the...
Chat is what it looks like. It is about 6 feet tall.
That will help me, actually.
You say 6 feet?
Taller than you are.
No, it's like as tall
Yeah,
as
it's like your height.
Not good. Yeah, we should not be messing with something like that. We should probably make sure everyone's ready to go, especially if it's moving towards us.
The rubber duck and the whoopee cushion are just dancing, ready to whack.
Do I know what this is?
Make a nature check.
Okay. How's my nature? Oh, pretty crap. That's a nat 1. So
strangely, Tiff has never seen this before.
Yeah, I don't like things that are taller than I am. That's not necessarily something we should probably mess with.
Well, it is walking towards us, so I assume if we don't mess with it, it's going to mess with us.
Each of the flowers on top of it is about as big as a human head.
How many are there?
Make a perception check.
Oh, it's even worse.
I'll make an active perception too to try to see better.
This is why you sleep on the ship.
Oh, whatever.
Do we?
Just wait for the dragon turtle to come drag you into the abyss.
Nah, we already paid it.
21 on my end.
Yeah, very, very poorly on mine.
You guys only see the one.
Okay. I'm almost certain there's only the one of them.
Like how you go over and try and dispatch it.
Yeah.
50 feet away at this point.
Here, I'll try something. And Jacob, I'm going to
45 feet.
Well, I'm casting a spell.
Okay, what are you casting?
Shadow Blade.
Right.
I'll cast it at 3rd level. It's vocal and somatic, so I assume I almost take it as like almost what he does is he pulls out one of his daggers, and as he pulls it out, he kind of lets it kind of starts to glow in this magic, and he kind of lets go of it, and as he lets go of it, it holds for a second, and the blade starts to glow this blackish color, and he just takes his hand and slides across, and it turns into like a cutlass of black energy.
All right, yeah, you do that, and it's now 45 feet away.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and wait for it to get a little bit closer because my range on it is 20. 60.
Your passive perception is 15. I will say at that point, you at that point of Ira casting that spell, you are awake now.
And once it gets within 20 feet, I'm going to throw the Shadow Blade at it.
Roll attack.
Cool.
Can I also attack it at that range?
Yeah, you're gonna throw.
No, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Yep. Roll attack.
So I don't have a Shadow Blade attack, but I assume it would be the same as my regular weapon.
I think it acts like a dagger, I believe.
Yeah. So it would be this at advantage. So 25.
You hit, and then
Awesome.
Tiff, what's your Eldritch Blast?
11.
You also hit.
And then
But,
and then the damage for this is this.
Oh no! What'd you get?
You like 1 damage?
Plus slash roll 4d6. So 27 damage.
Oh my god.
Ira, you look up and you see Ira just launch this cutlass over towards it. It slices the creature in half and like goes through it, and it doesn't like break. You watch as all of the strands of the flower head stick straight up, and then Tiff hits it with an Eldritch Blast, and that just like explodes it. The flowers and leaves and vines and all of the different parts of the plant crumble into the air, float away, and disintegrate onto the ground.
And then the blade reforms in my hand.
Yep.
Are you like?
Incredibly.
Has their head peeked out of the tent? Good job, guys. And she'll go back
Yeah,
inside.
go back
and
to sleep. It's okay. That hurted a lot more than I was thinking it would, but I wasn't sure what to expect, so I kind of went all out.
The trouble usually comes down to them being multiple of them, so we could be in for a night.
Gotcha. Well, let's hope not. No, I'll take back my watch.
Take back your watch. Tiff, you head back to sleep.
Oh, I'll let Tiff. Are you taking the second watch?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, we should probably have Ari do that.
She better.
Yeah, I'm not.
She can see a little easier.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Night goes on. Ari, you take your watch, and sun rises. Night goes on uneventfully after the flowers. Eventually, Tina boats her way. Wow, what the fuck? Tina boats her way back to the shore.
She
sells by the seashore. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys are all there. Tina, you just see like a disintegrated like flower thing in the sand.
What happened here? Got angry at some plants?
More like I think the plant was gonna eat our heads off if I didn't hit it. So it wasn't that big of a deal.
I invited you guys back to the ship if you would want.
No.
You have to fight a plant.
No, beach is fine. It was literally 30 seconds.
Well, it certainly doesn't seem like it's getting back up anytime soon. So, it's good, I guess. Anyways, we heading in.
So you guys have identified the hex in which you are located and where you are going to head.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to let the players determine where you want to go. You've done that. And are you guys moving at a normal pace, fast pace, or slow pace?
Normal pace will get us there in a day, so we should just do normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put on incense and sunscreen.
And you guys need a navigator. The party
Likewise.
needs a navigator to make a survival check to navigate your way through the jungle.
Okay.
I assume that would be Tiff.
I assume that would be Tiff.
Yes, I'm just
We'll
trying to see if
point
I have. I think I have a thing here. Oh, so go ahead.
Traveling through Cholt is different than any other game we've played. It is very easy to get lost, and you can become lost. You cannot trust the map that I am giving you guys. You may not even be heading in that direction, and I may mislead you in case you fail your rolls to be like, you think you're going this way, and then suddenly you're at the coast, and it's like, wait, that doesn't line up with the map. And it's like, nope, and I'm going to undo everything you guys learned because you were lost. So that's a possibility of what can happen, so don't get mad at me if it happens in the future. Anyways, Tiff, make a survival check. Be pretty easy. You're not in big, thick jungle over here, so.
That's going to be a little easier. 15 total.
Cool. DC was 10, so you're fine. You know where you're going. You're making your way up towards the fort, and this is going to take a day. So I would like Sheena to roll a d20. $19. Can you roll a percentage check? What was your percentage check?
58.
58.
Yes.
All right. So as you guys are traveling your way along, continuing, you continue further into the kind of on the outside skirts of the jungle, heading across these like hills and grassland areas, and you come across a small pond. And along this small pond, there are a bunch of rocks. These big rocks out in the middle of the sun. They're like hard to look at because they're white, and like in the middle of the day, looking at rocks in this kind of like heat and the direct sunlight, it's like difficult. But you see like these things on top of the rocks, and you see 5 giant lizards on top of the rocks, just sunbathing.
All right.
How big are these giant lizards?
A little bit longer than dinosaurs. I mean, sorry, a little bit longer than an alligator.
Oh,
Like horse-sized. But they're big old like geckos, basically, like big lizards, and they're just sitting there very, very still. Occasionally, one will like lick its eye. There's just 5 of them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Usually, it's best to leave things as they were,
Absolutely.
to agitate them.
Yeah, we could just walk past them, right?
Yep. You guys continue along, moving your way past the giant lizards. The day continues on. Ari, can you roll a d20?
sure. Natural 20.
Can you roll a percentage check?
Oh boy.
You guys are good at these.
I was very bad at them in Ghost of Saltmarsh. 9.
9.
Yeah.
Ari, as you're walking, can you
Mhm.
roll a d20? Sorry.
10.
All right. You go over, and as you're walking, your foot hits something.
Is it like stick or did I just like
No, you
stub
look
my
down.
foot?
You see like what looks like a small box halfway into the ground.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, you kind of unearth it from the ground, and it kind of opens. And on the inside, you find what looks like 3 quivers.
Like with bolts and stuff, or
Yeah, and there are 7 arrows in each quiver.
Guys, I found a little stash.
Oh.
Anyone need arrows?
I don't use a bow, so I don't.
Ira, Tiff.
Do they look like ornate or anything, or like as they were salvaged from like one of the tombs nearby, or?
Not really. They just kind of look like purely for purpose, just arrows. They don't look like they're shoddily made either. They look like they weren't crafted by like goblins or anything like that. They just look like arrows.
That's odd. No, I wouldn't use them, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure my quiver is full, so I'm just gonna shove these into my my bag of holding. And
Is that bolts?
are they bolts or are they arrows? Because I have a crossbow. I don't have a
1 is bolts, 2 are arrows.
Okay.
So 14 arrows, 7 bolts. And then, Tiff, can you roll a d20?
I can. That will be a 13.
13. And the rest of the day is peaceful as you continue along and eventually, in the distance, see the fort. The flag of Baldur's Gate flies over this wooden stockade. The whole structure sits atop a 10-foot hillock, the sides of which are shaved vertically to make them steep and difficult to climb. The fort's main gate faces west. On the east side of the stockade, a tall keep holds a commanding view of the surrounding wilderness. And oh, wrong map. Let me make sure I put you guys on the right map here. It's like, I don't.
So this at the very end of the game. Oh, nice.
Yep, and it's the tomb.
Straight into the tomb.
Yeah, it's a speed run hack.
Yeah.
Backwards no jump clipped into the
It's the tomb.
tomb. Oh,
All right, let's put.
fuck! This is a big map.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
And what time is this right now?
It's almost sunset.
Cool.
Your guys' minis.
God,
are
this
all
is
the way
a
at the
really
bottom.
big map.
Yeah, this is a It's a thing for sure.
It's a thick boy.
All right.
So, the west entrance is more what you guys would be coming on to. So, let me do this.
Are you having to move us?
You guys aren't here, but I'm just putting your minis there just in case. This is more the entrance you would be closer towards.
Gotcha.
It's a west gate. There are two massive wooden doors, and holy shit, it's pretty far away from you guys at this point. I'd say about 200 to 100 feet. The walls are 20 feet high. The gatehouse walls are 20 feet high, and you can see on the parapets there are guards up there.
We have to try and find a way to sneak in.
You see,
But we can just walk in, kill a guy, walk out.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
you see a guard here. You see a guard here. I don't know if you guys can actually see that.
I can see it.
I can see it.
Sort of.
Yeah.
It's like the corner of their tokens.
There's also a guard here. There's also a guard here. There's also a guard here. Like you just see guards numbered up on the.
Can I
on the
see
wall.
what type of clothing they're wearing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do have an idea. I've never.
They're wearing a chain shirt and they have a shield.
I've never seen a Baldur's Gate guard before, but now I have. I could turn into one with their clothes too. And,
I could turn us all invisible.
oh, that's probably better, honestly.
We could find a way to get over the gate.
Or we could have Ira act as one of the guards. You turn the rest of us invisible, and we follow them through the gates when they let them in.
He'd have to turn into one of those gentlemen up there. I don't think they're gonna.
Well, not exactly. My thought was, because I still have the other disguise spell. I could turn into some random person wearing that armor and claim that I'm looking for. Claim that I'm looking for Shaga at. Is that his name? Shaga?
We don't.
Shago.
We don't know how tight knit this community is. What if they know each other? Like, we don't know how many people are here. What if it's just 20 people and they
Well,
I mean,
I
if
don't have to be from here. I could be from Baldur's Gate.
That's what I was going to suggest. If they're connected to Baldur's Gate, why don't you say that you're new?
I could be looking for Shago via shit. Somewhere in here I put that information. Where is it? Special favorite message. Nope.
Can Tyler, can you do me a favor?
Yep.
Can you screenshot the Roll20 and send it to me? I have no idea what it looks like in your guys' screen.
I
don't even know
have
what it looks like.
so much information on this character sheet. I'm trying to find where I talked about it. Where I wrote about it.
You looking for the name of the leader?
Yeah.
I think it's Liana Porter.
Not the leader of this place. The leader of the Flaming Fist. Because
Oh.
I know I knew that.
Yeah, you knew it. I didn't. I
I'm
didn't
just
write it down.
trying to find it in my notes.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Seriously, don't need that. Boink. Boink. That's obnoxious. There you go. Now you can actually fucking see shit. You can't see beyond the gate, obviously, but
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Flaming Fist. Duke Older Ravengard.
Yeah.
I can say that I am here on his orders.
You may just
And
hope.
then we just follow
Just
behind.
hope.
Just hope.
And if you guys are following behind if something goes wrong,
What's our plan to get out?
run.
Okay.
Down, 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 down.
I don't know. To go invisible again?
If you're able to do it quietly, then maybe if you can hold on to some of your magic power for that.
All right. You can't cast spells. You can't attack. If you do anything to make yourself known, you'll be known.
All right. Good to
And
know.
I'll cast invisibility at 4th level and put it on Tiff and China and myself.
Okay, and yourself.
As she's going to cast that, Jacob, I'd like to take a piece of parchment, and I would like to attempt to forge a greeting or a paper stating that this new hire, not new hire, but that I am sent by Duke Older Ravengard.
Okay. And who are you going to disguise yourself as?
Some random asshole in Flaming Fist equipment. I'm casting Disguise Self. I will not look like Ira. The changeling stuff will make me look different. I'll look like a random generic dude number 1.
Yeah, you have like a shoulder pad, and like underneath it is like a small cloak that comes down, and on the cloak is the Flaming Fist symbol, which is literally just a fist that's on fire. And it's on your side, and you've got the chain shirt and the shield. And you start to make your way up towards the fort.
Yep, and like I said, I do want to. I don't know if I need to write if I need to make a check or anything to forge that
Can
document.
you make a deception check on the forging of your document?
I can. I was actually pretty okay at this. So when I roll, I'm gonna use. Nope, I don't have that. Fuck. Anyone have a card they'd be willing to give?
Yeah, mine.
Cool.
Pretty important.
A jack. So how's a 22?
All right. Make your way over. And as you head over, the guards kind of stops you, and he says, "Who goes there?"
Oh, a new entrant, straight from Duke Older. No. Hold the.
They speak to one another. These two at the top kind of like they look a little like they say something. You can't hear it. They're just too far away. They turn down and they yell some orders. Somebody comes out of the front gate and makes their way over towards you.
The 3 of us are being all quiet behind them.
The guards kind of comes down, looks over you, and just and takes the note and looks at it. He says, "All right."
He requires the use of a man that is supposedly here, and sent me to retrieve him. His name is Shago.
Mercenary? What does Older Ravengard want with a mercenary?
All I do is take orders.
Yeah, roll a deception check at that point.
$21.
Causes a fly around him. Gives him the note back. Side-eyeing you. Makes his way back over to the fort entrance. Opens up the gate. And he says, "All right."
I assume he's letting me in.
Yeah. He opened the gate. You guys should be able to see it now.
Yes.
You can go inside. You see an armorer sitting over here, working away at like armor and clanking away at like a blacksmith station. You see just lots of guards above you. Looking down, there's guards here and a guard here, and you can see even more. And you see buildings and like streamers kind of moving across. This is a decent living place for most of these people. Almost, it's just like an enclosed little hamlet is more than it is like a fort. And as you make your way in, Ari, Tiff, and Sheena, you guys are making your way in, right?
Yeah, do you have enough time
Alright.
to get in?
You do. You need to make a stealth check. You
Oh,
have advantage.
I'm a big
And
barbarian.
This is not a group check.
It's not terrible.
What
Not
would you get,
terrible. I got 14.
Dirty 20.
24.
Okay. You guys slip right in and do not make a sound, following right behind Ira as he's led further in to the fort. You guys have made your way in under a ruse, but there are guards everywhere. There are people who know this place, and it's going to be difficult to find your man and get away with your assassination. But that is where we're going to end today's game. Good job, guys. This is interesting. This is fun. I just want to say again, this game is fucking awesome, and I love it, and you guys are super cool. So I look forward to this game a lot. It's great. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back next time with another episode, hopefully next week. I don't know when we upload these, and we will see you guys when we do that. You guys have anything you want to say?
No.
That's the end of the stream.